Okay. There we go. There we go. Yo. So what's where am I? I don't seem to be on here. I can't see myself. Ah, there I am. Cool. Hmm. Kenny, something's different here. I can't see. Yeah, okay. All right. Coolio and the Mine Gang. Hmm. Interesting. Muy interesante. All right, come out, wherever you lot are. Wherever you are. What is this? She late. I'm not allowed to be late. You lot always know that I'm late. Come on. You know that I'm always late. And that's just how it goes. Hang on, I don't want to have any wardrobe malfunctions in the Buddhism here. It feels like I'm going to have one. So let me just go off camera 1 second. No wardrobe malfunctions here. This ain't no Janet Jackson and Justin Timberlake, I tell ya. All right. Yeah, that's better. Okay, so let's do the roll call. Okay. Martin Kim Boxing in the Buddhism. Jimmy McClellan in the Buddhism. Ringside reporter live in the Buddhism. King Boxing in the Buddhism. What up, LadyChann? Lisa Bell's my sister in the Buddhism. Stephen T in the Buddhism. Mark Niggity Nash in the Buddhism. Donald Banks DB in the Buddhism. New Media Today USA Boxing in the Buddhism. AJL Day in the Buddhism. Charlo in the Buddhism. TJ, King TJ in the Buddhism. Upload Type in the Buddhism. El Primero in the Buddhism. Dr. P in the Buddhism. Devil Beats in the Buddhism. My Heart to the Left in the Buddhism. D-Style Boxing in the Buddhism. Dub Brightside in the Buddhism. Slim Boxing Commentary in the Buddhism. Hector Garcia, mi esposo número uno, in the Buddhism. Mark in the Buddhism. Ricky Ricardo, mi hermano, in the Buddhism. Ben Adams in the Buddhism. ERF Boxing in the Buddhism. Ivo in the done. There we go. So let me get this banner up. Boxing was boring, isn't it? So we can talk about, what happened and what we've got ahead of us, So hang on, let me just get this banner up. So boxing was boring this whole week. It was quite boring this week. The weekly wrap-up show. There we go. So we're here. There we are. So I'm gonna be introducing Kenny Ken and AJ out there. What up,
Hi.
What up, guys?
Hello.
You made it. You made it off the mattress, and you made it from the dinner table, and I made it from next door as well. God, just What up, though, guys? Thank you for joining me.
I got a good night's rest. I got a good night's rest. So
me too, not too bad as well. So I think that's why. I think
I had to work last night. I was off. So
okay. So super refreshed, a bit more refreshed. Here's the links for everybody to. Yes, Ken.
I'm gonna have to ask you to exercise a bit of patience with boxing this weekend because I've got a full stack next weekend. It's going to be really exciting, and we've got a lot of work with next weekend. So, not every week in the boxing calendar. If I can reel off the fights, let's see if this can whet your appetite for next week. We've got the vacant WBC World Super Lightweight Championship between Progress and Cepeda.
Check.
Chickity check,
Now,
check,
come on.
check. Yo.
You cannot get excited by that. You're never going to get excited.
I'm
And then you've got.
excited by that.
I'm buying that. I'm buying that.
Is that on pay-per-view?
Yep. And
No,
I got no problem paying for it.
Yeah, you have to get it through Fight
Fight TV. Yeah, I'm down for that.
But if you want to get yourself over to Wembley next week, you've got Dillian Whyte fighting Frank heavyweight fight. On the undercards, you've got Craig Spider Richards against Bolotniks. You got
that's a good one.
Domestic battle between Woodley and Nathan Gorman.
Eddie Ryan as well is on the card too. Yep, too right.
Rodriguez and Ryan.
That card's good. The whole nation card, Gorman with.
That's a good card. That's a real good card.
That's a whole domestic dust up great card.
If you want to get yourself over to O2, you've got a WBO interim world superweight middleweight title championship between Zach Parker and John Ryder of England. On Shiraz and Bent. Yeah. You got McCain versus Ham. So you got some really good boxing. And if you want to go next Sunday, Boxer have got an event. Ali Pally, Azim versus Ryland Charlton for the super lightweights. There's a lot of boxing next week.
Yeah. I might head to one of the venues in the building.
I forgot Zach Parker versus Ryder was this weekend. No, that's crazy.
Yeah. I hate going O2 though. O2, the traffic is awful.
You can go to Wembley and to watch Wembley Arena.
I'd rather go Wembley because that's like literally not too far. But when it's O2 Greenwich,
I'd rather take a car service if I'm going to like a fight or something. You know what I
do.
You do.
Yeah, but it's just too. It's crazy though. The traffic's crazy when you're going to Greenwich. Even if you're going to Wembley, it's Ken.
I want to talk about that, how long it took from me and my wife to get, because when we went to the Dillian Whyte Tyson Fury fight, it gets basically we bought a package to the extent that to get our tickets we had to stay in a hotel.
Yeah, I remember.
And then we had to drive away from East London to Wembley. It took ages just to get through the Euston flyover. Took ages.
Remember I went and did interviews on the ground. Took me an hour, 55 minutes, could even be more. Nah, it was more. I'm lying. I'm lying. It took me about an hour and 10 minutes to get to Greenwich O2. Not for the Tyson Fury thing. That took me 50 minutes. That still was long. But when I went to link for the KSI thing, hour and 10. Yeah, I'm just not a fan of that.
That's a revolution in itself, isn't it?
Yeah, it's still in London, traveling from one part of London to another, and it takes you. We got King boxing in the building.
How you doing, LadyChann? Shouts out, how y'all doing, fellas? Shouts out to the chat.
Real good. I want to apologise to you guys who are staunch boxing fans like myself. I've got something to fall back on, like the World Cup. I don't know about you guys.
Yeah, you're our correspondent, so that's why before you leave, you'll be giving us the good old deep dive on that, wouldn't you? So, yeah.
Well, yeah. Well, AJ and King of Kings Nation played just a few minutes ago. They played Wales.
We beat Iran like 6-2, didn't we?
Yes.
Blood clot England in the blood clot
Basically, the identity of all the scorers. You had one guy with Irish heritage, and 5 of them were of African and West Indian extraction who scored all the goals. So you had an Irish, African, and West Indian scoring all the goals. So in
the Hizzy house, that's us.
That was good.
Boxing Chief, you can click the link, by the way. I've put the link in the chat, so if you click the link, you can come through. The link is there. Go ahead, Ken. I'm just checking out the chat. Shouts out to the chat. Crew.
So for all boxing fans, as I said earlier in the show, you need to exercise a bit of patience because you've got a stack card. You've got so much choice boxing to watch.
Yeah, we have. I'm just saying, even news-wise, boxing was boring in this week. There wasn't really.
It was more about YouTubers, really, wasn't it? It was like KSI and Dylan, whatever his name is, and then you've got some guy called I think what's happening right now is that they can't put a genie back in a bottle. YouTubers are here to stay when it comes to boxing. They bring a new audience, so bring money in. Boxing clearly needs a lot of money, so whether I want them there or not, they're here to stay.
Yeah, damn them. I'll tell you where we're going to start. First on the docket will be Anthony Yard and Koikov, I think his name is. Ken, I didn't watch the fight. Ken, imagine I did a live, a members only live for like 10 hours. For my members only, 10 hours.
Was the fight on while we were doing the live? I don't even know. Yeah. Or was it over?
Yeah, we've got 2 more guests in the building. So I'm introducing, introducing, introducing. There's my fingers going to be able to get you both on. We got Jimmy and Boxing Chief in the blood clot. Ding, 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 ding. What's up? New people.
Good evening. Good evening. Everyone's doing well.
Oh, that's Jimmy. Jimmy, what's up, Jimmy? Jimmy in the house. Jimmy's friend of the show. No, I thought it was you, Jimmy. I wasn't sure. And
I thought absolutely good.
Yeah, no, it's all good. And Boxing Chief, thank you for coming. Yeah, we hooked up on blood boxing, didn't we, earlier?
Yes, we did. Thank you very much for having me on. I appreciate it.
Massively. You're massively welcome, and I appreciate you for actually. It's my bad for being a little bit late. You'll get to see that sometimes I am that.
No worries at all. No worries at all.
So yeah, we're going to chop it up with the panel as we usually do, and we're going to start with first on the docket is Yard versus Koikov. I think it's Koikov. Somebody's got quite a loudy mic. Would you mind muting unless you're speaking? Yeah, because it's a bit. I'm going to start with you, Ken.
Yeah, it was. He was on the undercard of a European, fight, and he won in 3 rounds. I saw bits of it. I saw the highlights because I knew it was going to happen, but it was a warm-up fight because I think he's got bigger fish to fight because he's definitely got a big fight against Berbetiev on 28th of January. But the talking point was this weekend was Eddie Hearn, getting himself a Connery because he says that he offered them Anthony Yard £1 million to fight Boatsy, and Anthony Yard said no, I'm fighting for I've got a world title shot. Fight, and Eddie just couldn't understand this, the whole situation because I don't know if that fight sells outside than the UK, but in America, in Britain, it's a fight that we still like to see and still like to talk about. But Anthony Yard's done the right thing. It's his second chance coming in January, but this was just a warm-up fight. He knocked him out in the 3rd round. It was always going to happen. It was just to get Anthony some sharpness before his fight against Berbetiev, which I can't wait for.
But this, in my opinion, just doesn't like. So, I like Anthony Yard. Like I said, he's a nice lad. But after this knockout, he was like on record, like saying, "Now I'm really ready for Beterbiev." Knocking out this CHANN ain't preparing you for no Beterbiev. I'm not saying that you have to take some massive high risk fight, but I mean, you may as well have not have said that afterwards. I mean, that doesn't get you ready for someone that's got 100% knockout ratio, super elite. Like it doesn't. And this guy Koikov, super padded record. I think every fight he had was with a journeyman. I think there was only one fighter that he had that one opponent that didn't have an upside down record, if my memory serves me correct. I mean, I couldn't care about this 14-1 now 14-2. I mean, yeah. I mean, Anthony Yarde's only fought 9 minutes in 1 year.
Yeah, but you know, one of those fights was it Lyndon Arthur as well when he fought when he made, you know, he got his revenge.
That was
And
a year ago.
yeah, it's a year ago. Yes, he's got his
So he's
revenge.
fought
But
9 minutes. He's fought
yeah,
3 rounds.
you know,
He's fought 9 minutes in 365 days, Ken. And then you're going to talk about by the time you get to Beterbiev in January.
you,
Right.
I think the thing about, and I like to say the thing about the situation is that he wasn't ever going to get anything out of the fight. He was levels above this opponent, and it was just something, you know, keep him warm until the big thing. Because the thing is damn if he does, damn as he don't. If he fights someone who's like who can actually give him a massive test, it's a massive risk. If he gets injured or loses, he loses that title shot. So yeah, he had to, you know, get a workout before that fight and keep himself fresh for action. Because, you know, if I was Anthony Yarde, I'd be taking fights like that all the time if I knew I was going to be getting a fight with Beterbiev. Look what happened to Dillian White. You know, run the mill fight with Povetkin, although Povetkin's, you know, was world class.
Yeah, he's elite as well.
He was elite, but look what happened. Dillian White was knocking him out. 5th round, boom, out cold.
We respect that, though. We respect that with Dillian White. We respect fighters that like that. I'm not being bad because Anthony Yarde, all of his fights have been with this type of level of competition. I mean, this guy, I mean, you don't know where to place Anthony Yarde. For me, I can only place him at British level. I mean, he's down with the Boatsies, Craig Richards. That's exactly where he is. He's not with the Beterbievs. He's not with the Bivels. He's not even with the Joe Smith Juniors. He's not. He's totally skipped the European level and just went from domestic British, world title for Kovalev, lost, came back, didn't really come back down, just stayed. Well, he did because he took some different silly fights in Spain and with low level competition, and then jumped right back again straight to world level. Like, is this a wise way of absolutely molding or grooming a fighter or building a fighter up? That he's had 12 amateur fights, so you just skipped him out of see what, like, do you see how they're building Fabio Wardley? Perfect. White collar. He's had no amateur. He's come English title. Now he's going for the British title. Do you know what I mean? And then you'll see him probably do European title. Then you'll see him do world. Like, that's a proper build up. Anthony Yarde, if he loses up here again for a second time, you're going back down and you're not coming back up.
But he's promoted. I think the thing with Anthony Yarde, Wardley, in terms of like the heavyweight title scene, even in Europe, that's probably like he's not ready for even the European level, let alone world level. Remember, we've got a lot of fighters. I'm not saying they're great fighters. We've got competent fighters at heavyweight title level around the world, especially when you look at all the sort of organisations. So you can build Wardley up. But in terms of like Anthony Yarde, because he's had that fight with Kovalev 3 years ago, there's a situation where he's always going to hover around that kind of level. They
should have put him. They should have let him build up back in British into 3 years. You could have built him up from British to European. You could have. He could have had the Boatsi fight in 3 years. He could have had a Craig Richards fight in 3 years. Commonwealth. Lyndon Arthur's Commonwealth, European. Yeah, you lost to him, and I know why you lost. All right, yeah. He was Lyndon Arthur's at European level. I mean, yeah, it's one guy, isn't it? But I mean,
he's promoted. Big Frank won't let him fight. Brute Frank wants his asset to fight for world title level from a monetary point of view. He's not going to, let Anthony Yarde have a sort of 50-50 against one of the British heavyweights, especially Boatsi. because
Yeah, but
it's high.
I don't know about.
You might lose.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
I said I don't know about that because with Joe Joyce, he's not shy about throwing him in very deep. You know, when he fought Daniel Dubois, Dubois was a big favorite and knockout artist. Parker, a lot of people thought that was 50-50. With Anthony Yard, I've actually never seen this case where you go from British level, low British level, all the way to elite level, literally within one fight. So guys like Kovalev and Belbiev, these guys are super elite level fighters. And to go from putting hands to them. I've never seen this. This is terrible promotion. I'm actually a big fan of Yard because of his explosive, aggressive style. I think he's got a lot of talent, but I just think inactivity, poor management, like they could have developed his career so much better. It's, it's kind of strange. I've never seen this. Like, who goes from low British level, not even European level, straight to elite, like Beterbiev, like a monster truck with 3 belts, one of the most dangerous fighters on the planet. You go from it's bizarre.
2 world title shots in this 3 years. Back to you're almost like Lomachenko, mate. You've been all right. You did all right there, just back to back world title shots without fighting anyone to build up. I just think it's just too many gaps. And like I said, if he loses this, it's you can't. You can't. He's 32, 31, 32.
31.
Okay.
Yeah. And I would give him a good shot against beating the likes of even like a Joe Smith. I think Anthony's got the talent to beat someone of his level. Callum Johnson, Craig Richards, like you were saying. But
retired. He retired now.
Yeah, but they were on the same stable for a good couple of years. I don't know why Frank didn't match them up.
Yeah, true.
I mean, these were very winnable fights where he could have got really good experience, helped, sharpen his weapons, learn, improve. He just didn't he's not been given a chance to learn, improve, make adjustments. It's fight low-level guys where you bomb out in a couple of rounds, and then fight elite-level monsters where you're heavily outgunned and in experience and sometimes in power and skill.
And that's why I find that his stamina isn't developed because, I mean, if you're fighting people that you knock out in 1 or 2 rounds, his gas tank isn't that great. So that's not being developed either. I don't know, Beterbiev, I don't know. I don't see that going after 6 rounds. My opinion.
He does have one saving grace, though.
I'd love him to
Lady
beat him.
Chann has one saving grace, though. Beterbiev, though. That Beterbiev is pushing 40 and has a history of injuries. I mean, he's coming off knee surgery, I believe. And he's also almost 40, so... I mean, there's
38, and I mean, he's only had 18 fights. I mean, yeah, he's had a lot of amateur fights though. But I mean, I wouldn't. If it's my mic doesn't want to stay. If it was like Bivol, Beterbiev, elites against elite, I would have Bivol for the reasons that he's younger, stronger. You know what I mean?
And he's got the right style.
Yeah, and he's
younger,
got the right.
faster.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? But with someone that I don't care. You see, when you're super elite, you could be 40 and still beat a 25-year-old. You're super. You could beat a 25-year-old. Sorry, let me clarify. You could be, if you're super elite, you could be a 40-year-old super elite fighter and beat a 30-year-old or a 25-year-old domestic level fighter.
Easy.
Last thing that goes as well is power.
Look what Pacquiao did to Keith.
This is what I'm saying. Well, yeah.
That was more speed than it was power. But yeah.
Still he beat him though.
No, true. Power, that was coined by George Foreman of power's the last thing to go. And he's the perfect example of the fact that might be a flawed statement because everybody fought towards the end of his career that he beat, usually got knocked out in the next fight. That he lost to Michael Moore.
He beat Michael Moore, remember?
He did beat Michael Moore. Tommy Morrison lost in his next fight by knockout. Lou Savarese lost in his next fight by knockout. Crawford Grimsley hit with that famous fight with Jimmy Thunder, lost his next fight by knockout.
I remember
all of these guys have one thing in common. They all went the distance with George Foreman. Shannon Briggs, even though he should have lost that fight, went the distance with George, got knocked out by Lennox Lewis the next fight. So people like to coin that phrase, and I'm not saying it's an incorrect phrase, but the person that coined it proved it to not be very accurate.
Yeah, and I think Power. I do say this. Power is subjective to the fighter that you're fighting. I mean, if you're
Very true.
with your Deontay Wilder, it looks great when you're knocking out like low level fighters. It looks like you're the strongest geezer alive. But then when you step up, you're boxing someone that's elite. Your power is now doesn't seem to be as effective as it was with the other 40 geezers, because those other 40 guys are literally like Uber drivers and they've got no punch resistance anyway because they're not used to really being in the ring. But when you're with an elite fighter, their punch resistance is usually higher because they're always, they're active and they're at that elite level. So I do say power is subjective as well to the your level of opponent. Because if I pick
I feel like Tyson never had the best. Like Tyson Fury, I don't think he's got the best chin. I mean, I've seen him get dropped by David Pajek, that's British level. He got bounced off the floor twice by Steve Cunningham. He got rocked by Otto Wallin. So with Wilder, I mean, Fury's got a good chin, but I mean, he's not got like an iron chin.
No, he got bounced off the floor by Cunningham once, did he not?
Yeah. He just got dropped once in that fight. Yeah. But Chan, like, it's funny because like with Wilder, he's like, for his first 20 to 25, 26 fights, he's fighting fat, overweight, light heavyweights, and fat cruiserweights who are small and all this stuff. You know what I mean? Guys who are just like, fat, overweight, light heavyweights, and then like who with upside down records and all this stuff. He did this to his first 20 to 26 fights.
Easy to beat people like that. It looks like your knockout power is amazing, and then that's why you can have the coined phrase that you're the hardest hitting puncher in the heavyweight division. But how? Like when you're hitting like the equivalent of 10-year-olds and you're in college, it's really not that fair, is it? Looks like
it was cringy, watching the hardest puncher of all time with the greatest knockout record. I tell you, it's like facepalm. Like, I mean, who are you knocking over? My postman, my milkman. Like, come on, man.
Yeah, so that's why I'm saying power is super subjective. So with what Boxing Chief has said, yeah, I get it. Maybe power isn't always the last thing to go. It could just be one of them coin phrases, and he's just bring up I like examples because we do stats, facts, and data. So thanks, shouts out to you for bringing that to light, because that could refute that whole statement. King of King Boxing, what up though?
What's going down?
Tell me. Talk to me about Yard. Kissing the mic.
What about?
After the Yard has been very poorly handled when he got thrown in that. I guess they thought maybe that the initial inducting I had to Yard was when he fought Kovalev, and Kovalev might have been older, but it wasn't like he was completely faded for a guy that basically had never fought past 7 rounds to be in the ring with him. And we seen what happened to him when he had to go deep water. He low key, and this is a real poor man's version. He's a poor man version of left hook Lacey. He doesn't. It's like but even worse because at least Lacey had some amateur background, was developed to a point. But it's like, oh, he got his power. Oh, he amazing left hook until you get to somebody's skilled and you get dominated. Joe Calzaghe, So Yard going into this fight, it's like, are you guys trying to pack him? Like, are y'all trying to pack him in? Like, he's been a pro for like 6-7 years. Really, I think he should be closer to 30-some fights. He's 31 years old. He's just not. I don't know. To me, it's like he has no business being in this fight. He's not prepared. His skill set, the way his defense is set up, he kind of does this. Like, I watched that fight. First of all, that is the weirdest looking knockout I've seen in a while. I don't know what the hell that dude was doing.
Yeah, he just didn't want to get back up in the race.
Yeah, the uppercut looked like he kind of. It didn't even look like the uppercut really hit him, and then he kind of leaped and fell backwards, and then he just let him wave it off.
Like when this waved off, it's like whatever. Yeah,
like it's like we all know this is the bullshit. The only chance he has against Beterbiev is he has to go in there with a mindset of that this fight is 4 rounds and I need to throw everything I goddamn got. And if I don't win in those 4 rounds, the fight's over. That's it. I like literally he had. I don't even know if he necessarily has a puncher chance because I haven't seen him hit nobody's chin of any significance. I mean, even the guy that he hit yesterday, it's not like he was concussed or it's just like. I mean, he has good combination. Goes to the body. He goes upstairs. He's just so undeveloped. It's just
underdeveloped. That's just the only thing. we'd love him to win. And then I know people think that, you know, that we're ragging on him, but just telling the truth, to be fair. Like,
No,
do
we're
you know what I
saying
mean?
it out of a compassionate heart because I hate to see. Like, I really think he's not going to reach any potential because, like I said, he's going to get a lot. Like, I don't know. Like I said, hey, but this is nowhere. Like, this is like a 70-30 fight, and that's me being generous. He's just not.
Ooh, that's very generous.
Yeah, that's me being generous. That like,
I'm like
I think there's
15, love.
if they fought 10 times, he loses 9, and then one fight's a disqualification because somebody twisted their ankle or something. Like that's like I don't see I can see no scenario where he wins. And I don't know, Frank Warren. I'm like, I don't, and like I said, the guy, I think the guy I mentioned Joyce earlier, but Joyce is different. I think Joyce has an amateur background. He's older. Yeah, he's been in this is like there's no Usyk on Yar's amateur career. Yeah. So he has far more skill set, far more experience. So that I would love to have Yard have had that type of experience and aged him out even more. But now it's just like he's in good shape. He's not meant to go 12 rounds. But Turby is too smart, too fast, too heavy-handed. It's just going to be a massacre.
So did you think this fight gave him any preparation for fighting 9 minutes in a year for Beterbiev?
That's all cap. When he said that, it's like you're deluded. Maybe you need to be a little deluded because might be the only chance you get of winning this fight because it didn't prepare you for nothing. The guy didn't have no power. He didn't have he didn't even have the nuts to get up from a shot that he was clear. Like that guy went out to dinner afterwards. There was nothing wrong with him. Like it's just like he collected his check and left. What's that preparing you for? Like you could have got more preparation from doing 12 rounds of sparring with different sparring partners than that crap.
Yeah, I know. If he dies, he dies.
Basically.
That's it. Who wants to go next? AJ? Or Brian? I mean, boxing chief?
I'll
go AJ and then boxing chief after. I'm just pulling up a box record.
No, this is a weird area of light heavyweight because we have two guys, both from Russia, who are the premier guys, long amateur backgrounds, and we needed them to fight each other. I don't know if Yard ever could have been ready for either one of them, just because I think first of all, Beterbiev's power, the way they describe his wrists being like the size of some men's ankles, he's just like built for power. And even though I made a knock against power being the last thing to go, his may not be, just because I think his bone structure, his bone density, the way he carries himself, his muscle density when I saw him knock out Tavares Cloud in his only 6th fight, this man's obviously got power on a different level than most people.
Right.
But he's got some skill to go with it. He's not just a brawling headfirst fighter. He does know how to fight. And then we've seen what Bivol can do lately. He's skilled on another level versus almost everybody else in the division. That's going to be the super fight. We know that's going to be the case. I don't know much preparation they could have done to put Yard in a position to beat either one of them. He probably could have been brought along to where he could have been a consummate contender between those two, but I don't know if they ever could have prepared him to beat that level of skill or that level of power in both fighters respectively.
Right. So you're not giving him, what percentage of a chance are you giving Yard to beat Beterbiev?
I don't even give Bivol really much of it a chance to pull off an upset against Beterbiev over if Beterbiev comes in 100%. Just because that freakish power. Again, I'm not overly in love with power, but when you've got power with skill, even a minimal skill, but when your power is that much better than anybody else you're going to face, it's also physical strength that goes with that power. Tommy Hearns was a snapping puncher. He wasn't physically strong. But Beterbiev is both. He can punch and he's physically strong. Yeah. That's the reason why I favor him over anybody in the division. And I'm willing to bet to be wrong on that one, but I think that he's going to be ahead. And I don't think Yard's got a good bravery chance to make it a fun fight to watch, but that doesn't mean I give him I don't even think he goes 6.
Yeah, me either. I agree. AJ all day. Where is he? Is he not there now? Oh, he beamed out. There you go. Go ahead, AJ.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, you was out.
Yeah. My phone messed up for a minute. Okay, just
Okay.
had to get back in. Yeah, I didn't really watch the fight.
Yeah, go on. What's your take on that whole the yard thing?
Yeah, I didn't watch the. I didn't see it because I pretty much knew the result. More or less. I'll just take it for what you guys are saying. It wasn't. I mean, I knew it would be adequate prep. It would not be adequate prep for Beterbiev because I, saw the guy's record he was fighting. Pretty much gave him no chance. I said if it shouldn't go past 4 and went 3. So, it is what it is. And I just find it comical that he said that, this prepared him for Beterbiev because, I mean, like, I'm not, I'm with you guys. I'm not throwing shade on Anthony Yard or anything like that. I don't mean to, but other than Lyndon Arthur and Kovalev, he's fought nothing but no-hopers for all his fights, right? I mean,
All right.
So, yeah, I
Look
mean.
at this guy's record. It's
This-
bad.
Oh, gosh.
The guy that he just beat.
Yeah.
Look at it. Look
Look
at
at all
it.
that.
Look at it. 15 and 97. Oh,
Jeez.
God. Look at that.
He should have fought Buatsi instead. That would have been better prep for better beef.
Way better.
I mean,
Way-
regardless, it was still a risk. It was still a risk fighting him, but still, that would have been better prep for Beterbiev, hands down. Regardless if he lost or not, but that was a risk too, taking that fight. So I get why he didn't take it.
That's just I just don't understand. Who else hasn't had a chime in on this? All of us chimed in. I just wanted to look at more of his Anthony's box rec, just the other fighters that he's faced. Because when you look at it, it looks like it's maybe not that. Yeah, this has told me that this website's full of thingy. I shouldn't even really be on it because it said my thingy said, "Oh, this is not." For some reason, it's piracy. This box rec's never usually, but it's saying it is. So after Kovalev, he fought a guy that was 44 and is that 4 and bloody 40, 48.
Jesus.
Mate. Jet Spellman, yeah. That's Alex Thuran. Hang on, let me see this geezer's. Oh, he's been stopped 8 times out of the 9 losses. Fucking hell. Yeah, I'm done. Yeah.
I
Not
noticed
ready.
whenever you click on them fights after he won, then you see they've piled up a bunch of get knocked out losses. It's like Jesus Christ.
Bad. That is bad. You're not Lisa.
Listos pe los chingazos.
My thing is,
Listos pe los chingazos.
No, you're not ready, mate.
I know why he got his title shots. 2
'Cause
words.
Frank
Warren.
Yeah. Frank's with the WBO,
Yep.
not the WBA. Yeah, that's right.
I was saying that if you're going to fight low-level opposition, why not at least stay active, fight 3, maybe even 4 times a year? You fight once a year against no-hopers, and then they throw you in with a super elite every 3 years. Like, who's managing his career, man? This is very bizarre.
For the past 2 years, he's fought a total of 7 rounds. That's it.
That's fucking crazy.
That's it. With the Lyndon Arthur rematch, that went 4 rounds, and then this year 3 rounds.
3 rounds. That's bad.
With
Good
that
luck,
level
Anthony.
of competition, he could have fought 5 or 6 times. That shit is garbage. That's why I say he should easily have that level of competition. He should easily have over 30 fights. I mean, it's just I don't know, man. That's what I'm saying. Some of you fighters, you gotta look out for yourself, unless you're just really just a paycheck. Because there's no way you can honestly tell me that this guy's been fucking properly managed. Why are you paying somebody to fucking obliterate you? Like kamikaze management shit.
As far as the British guys, I'd say talent-wise, I'd actually think he's got more natural talent than someone like a Buatsi or a Craig. Who's that? Sorry, not Craig. Callum Johnson. As far as speed, agility, explosiveness, and he's got some slick moves. I always thought that if he was active, I thought he would have actually beat Joshua Buatsi just because of his natural talent, advantage in speed and power. But poor management, inactivity, no experience. I mean, I don't know what they're doing with him.
some fighters are just bred to be cannon fodder. I mean, and I'm not trying to discredit Yard at all, but Chan, I know that one of your favorite fighters is Floyd Mayweather, but if you go back to when he fought Philip Endow looked like he was, I think, 30-1 with 29 knockouts. But you go back and you look at those people that he knocked out, and not a single one of them were anywhere near world class caliber material. You look at Victor Sosa, same thing. He did step up and fight Paul Spadafora and lost, but everybody he beat didn't have any real substance to him. And I don't know why they didn't. Maybe they just looked at him and said, we can't develop him into too much more than what he is. Yeah. Especially once they got the call for the Kovalev fight and said, okay, this is our guy that we're always going to have on backup when someone needs a fight, and then we'll cash in with him everyone. Now, some people on the panel saying he should be fighting more often, and the pre-mentioned fighters did fight a lot more often on undercards than you probably never saw him. And I think if that's the case of the argument here, then I'm with you guys. I don't know how they're developing him or why they're doing it this way. But as far as what they're trying to turn him into, it seems to me like he's strictly there to be the guy to lose to their upper echelon fighters.
Right. Yeah, it's sad though. Because just a whip round the panel, starting with Kenny. If Yard loses this fight, what happens in your opinion, Ken? We'll ask everybody around the panel for that. With Beterbiev.
I don't see where he goes from here. I don't see, I just think he'd be an opponent. He's an opponent. That's all he is to me. Because as far as I'm concerned, his career in the big time's over. There's nowhere for him to go. Nowhere. Retirement.
Yeah. Okay. That's your opinion. I get ya. Edward.
So, well, I already know since he's with Frank Warren, he's going to keep him going. He's going to take him back to regional level. He's going to knock out 4 or 5 dudes. He'll say he has some new training thing or something like that. He'll be about 33, 34. And if Bivol's still around, he'll go fight him and get knocked out again.
Muy interesante. Okay. AJ?
Well, depending on how he loses, if it's bad, if he takes a prolonged beating,
just say by knockout, loses hardly.
Okay, all right, okay. just all right. So he still could be in some big fights. Well, not big fights, but I'd like to see him against Buatsi or Craig Richards. Those are options for him. But with KOK, he said that he's probably gonna go back down to just the scrap heap and just knock out a bunch of no-hopers again, just to get back into the winners column. And then he might challenge Bivol down the road and try to get another title shot later. Who knows? I mean, but this I don't want to say it's the exact end for him, but I'd like to see him try to fight Buatsi or Craig Richards after this.
So he goes to domestic, goes back
to domestic, yeah. So
yeah, got you. Jimmy?
It's going to be tough, to be honest, because I always felt like he had the kind of look and talent to become a star in British boxing, knockout artist, good-looking guy, well-spoken. I just don't know where it all went wrong. Was it management? Was it a lack of desire? I'm not sure, to be honest. I think if he loses, especially if it's a bad loss, I think maybe he should think about retiring. I mean, you made good money, especially from the Kovalev fight where he's paid, I think, like $2 million or something. If he's got enough money in the bank and he's healthy, then sometimes in life, I think you should just say, you know what, I've got my health, I've got my money, let me bow out, because I don't think there's I think there's just a lack of desire and extremely poor management. I think at 33, 34, especially if he gets brutalized by Beterbiev, I think it's probably time to call it a day.
Got ya. Boxing Chief, your opinion on that?
Well, look at the Durrell brothers with PBC. They're constantly being recycled. So he could keep making money as a fighter, for lack of any other term, if he wants to keep going based off of the fact that he's already had a good showing in a title fight before. I'm sorry, I'm learning everyone on the panel. The gentleman that just spoke, I think...
So who's above you is my co-host, Kenny.
Okay.
to the right is to top. Who's next to him is King of Kings. We just call him KOK.
Okay.
We've got AJ to the left. Sorry, I should put their. Let me put their. May help if I put their names on. Hang on. Don't use lots of names come up. Let me take this banner off 1 second, and you can get used. There we are. There you go.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
But my point is, he says if the man wants to retire, I would get in touch with my promoter and say, hey, do you need a former 2-time title challenger to sit on the TV network and make some commentating and make some money that way? I would push for that, especially if you lose terribly, if you want to keep your health. Otherwise, if you've had a good showing in a title fight before, you can fight for another 5 years and ride off of that. And then be the consummate opponent.
Yeah.
Who are we going to fight in between Bivol? Let's say Bivol wins this light heavyweight thing between him and Beterbiev. We need a soft touch for him while we look for somebody else. Who have we got? Oh, Anthony Yarde's won 8 fights in a row. Okay, there. We'll use him. We'll cash him in again. I mean, the opportunity's there, but if he wants to leave with his faculties after this fight, because I would almost bet my next paycheck he's not going to win this fight, then I would look to see if anybody wants some commentating. He's got boxing knowledge. He's got world title experience. I would try and sell myself off of that.
Interesting. Maybe, yeah, that would maybe go down that route for real. So we'll see where that's in January. Has the date been set, or is it just said January? Has they set a date?
It's January 28th. It's January 28th.
Jan 28.
Yeah, they Beterbiev turned 38 by then.
Yeah, because his
birthday's in January, I think. Yeah, so
yeah. Interesting. A lot of them turn thingy. So Usyk turns 36.
6 next year. Yeah. Yep.
In that January. Who else is a January? Who else is January on there? A fighter. I know Muhammad Ali and Usyk's the same day, and I think there's a couple other fighters, but yeah, so a couple of them. Yeah, I didn't realize that Dillian White is already 35, guys. I forget he's the oldest.
I thought he was 34.
No, he's 34.
He's 35.
No, he's 34. Born in 88. He's born in 88.
Because I was watching some commentary today, and it was like on TalkSport, there's like he's 35. So I was like,
okay, what the hell? What is going on? Like what?
He's definitely born in 88.
Him, Fury, AJ, he is the oldest out of them. But yeah, I think he turns 35 before
next year. Next year, I thought, yeah, right. Or I thought
before Fury does.
I was with Ken. I thought he was born in 88 too.
Yeah, he's born in 88. He's born in 88.
Yeah. No, I was going to say, that's all right. Anyway, we'll get to that. So next, I will just touch with Rahman Jr. He's a friend of the show. I love his dad all day long. So, I'm going to have to tread a little careful on this matter. But he lost. I don't even know the geezer's name. That's how bad it is. I don't know.
Greg Hardy.
What's his name?
Greg Hardy.
Oh yeah, that's it. Greg Hardy, former football player, former
UFC
MMA
fighter. Is UFC fighter as well. Yeah.
Came in weighing in about 90 pounds over Ruttman. Ruttman Jr. came in, I think 226 pounds. So this guy came in, at the 300 mark. Crazy. And it was I didn't fucking realize it's a 4-rounder.
Yep.
It was a 4-rounder. And you didn't beat him, Ruttman. Go ahead, Ken. You start. I got not much to say because
I don't know what to say about it. I just don't know what to say. I'm speechless. I'm lost for words. I'm lost for words.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
I'm just lost for words, man, about his whole career. I mean, you know what? He's meant to fight Jake Paul, and he fights. Boxing's mad, man. People like him.
Jake Paul might have beat him.
Well, highly likely, yeah. Highly likely he would have. Highly likely. What can I say?
I know. Look. We're gobsmacked. Like, we don't even have nothing to say. We're just like, what the when we was on my live and we found this out, we was all like, boop, 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 flatline. Time of death, 45.
If he's into like, like I said, people who shouldn't be in the ring with, and just take up something else, mate. Just leave boxing.
Right. Gonna have to take a new trade. That's my opinion. Yeah, I mean, when I spoke to him, not since this, but before this, and he was supposed to fight Victor Belfort. He was quite excited. Victor Belfort would have beat as an older, in shape MMA guy at the age of like mid-40s. Victor Belfort would have washed Junior as well. Like, yeah, you're gonna have to take up something else. But yeah, you're gonna have to take up something else. And he was like, I was like, I'm not into YouTube boxing. I don't like all of this rubbish. I'll watch it if you're in the fight. Do you know what I mean? That's about it, because your dad and you cool people. And he said, yeah, I'm only doing this to kind of build up a profile, and then I'm going to jump right back into boxing. Well, you can't jump back. You can't jump back. Like you said on your Twitter, like, I'll come back 10 times better next time. No, you lost against a former MMA fighter, former football player, 4-rounder. You can't, who's booking you? Who's going to put you on who's going to put you serious now? Who's going to take you serious on the next fight now? No, it just doesn't work. He's absolutely ruined his career, in my opinion, by diving
Yeah, I mean,
it was just
he
better.
built a profile,
Better,
but it was the wrong way.
Yeah, wouldn't it have been better if he would have just got beat by a real boxer then?
20 times better.
He should have gone through with the poor fight, because at least he would have got paid $1 million or something. I mean, get knocked out cold by a rugby player.
Million, it was 200 grand only. He got really severely undercut, but it's still his biggest payday.
Yeah,
mate, that's quite tragic. We were really gobsmacked. Kenny Ken says he should hang it up. King of King, would you say?
I'm sorry, for Rockman Jr. I mean, I hate to kick a guy while he's down, but yeah, you've been better off getting beat by legitimate opponents. I know who Greg Hardy is, and for you to lose to him, it's just there isn't no coming back 10 times better, because if at 10 times better, you're now a viable product getting knocked out by somebody like that. So
yeah.
it's just not meant for him. So I mean, I don't want to get on a dude where he's down, and his dad and stuff are cool people. So it's just not the thing for you, bro. It's just not, the boxing's not that game. If you don't have fire and you don't have desire, and you think it's something that you can play, because that's really what the YouTube thing is. They're playing boxing. They're not fighting. They're playing.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry, like Greg, like it's just bad. He needs to. I don't know what else there is for him to do. There got to be other things in life besides boxing. But at this point in time, you just have shown that this is just not going to be something you're going to be successful at.
Nope. And Mike Tyson once said, you can't play boxing, but Dwight Muhammad Qawi also had a son come up to him and say, Dad, I want to fight. He said, I can teach you to box, but you have to want to fight. And the combination of those two mentalities are like right on the point. You can't just pick this up because your dad did it and think I'm going to be just as successful. You've got to want to do it. Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. tried to write off his dad coattails, turned out to be a decent low-level fighter, but he didn't have the determination to want to be great. And if you don't have a hunger, if you don't have a desire to want to actually fight people, if you just want to be good and punch and beat people up, there's another side of the sport, and there's levels to it. If you can't fight back, if you can't take the punishment to try and risk to be great, then you're not going to make it. On that note, unfortunately, I do have to go, but thank you so much for having me on. I really enjoyed it tonight, and I'll try and make another show another time.
Definitely. Just
thank you
check
so much,
this
Lady Chen. Good night,
Take it
guys.
easy, brother.
Take care.
Shouts out to Boxing Chief. Thank
you
you
very much.
Salute. Yeah, shouts out to Boxing Chief in the Buddhism. Yeah, I'm just like, I'm at the point where it's he's come off 2 back. This is his second loss. He bad one. He's been stopped twice, 2 losses by stoppages. Kenzie Morrison stopped him as well. It's just like, and Kenzie Morrison just got stopped by the fat dude. I mean, it just looks like it's this little trio, it's a little square. It's a square. The 2 fat dudes beating up the 2 supposedly in shape smaller dudes. You're supposed to box circles around him. So
I think
yeah.
if you do want to cherry pick sort of like YouTubers just for fame, I think the best thing he should have done is not pick someone that's got a deep background in athletics, powerlifting, and martial arts. And this guy was way bigger than him as well. So for a guy that isn't too good at boxing, I think that was a really bad management decision. And I feel like there's no coming back from this, because he won't be taken as a serious operator in boxing, because if you get knocked out by rugby players, I mean, there's not much you can do, is there?
And it was a late replacement because Victor Belfort was ill. But I just think, I don't know, maybe things like money's needed, or he just thought he could just do. I don't know what the thought process was behind it. Like, was he not at liberty to pull the fight? Go ahead.
Yeah, Victor, he low key lucked out because Victor might have really hurt him. Victor at his advanced age, I know the type of stuff Victor's done, but that Holyfield fight when he was fighting, the dude he can hit, like really hit, and it was just like the funny part is Mackenzie Morrison. You kind of I ended up thinking he was good because when he beat Rockman, I'm like, oh, okay, this guy might be legit, and then you find out how unlegit he is, and so now it's like, that's not a signature win because you can take a guy coming off of MMA where he basically getting kicked out of there because he's doing all kind of crazy stuff. He shows up in a boxing ring and stops you. So like it's like you're like that's crazy. Like that's just I like I said, I feel bad because the guy, like I said, I actually like him. He got good personality and stuff, but just boxing game just ain't meant for him. It is what it is.
It is what it is for real. AJ? What were you saying for him? Hang it up or?
This is my reaction. Sorry.
Hang it up then.
I really got nothing to say. You guys just pretty much said it all. I don't know what I don't know, man. I mean, I actually watched the fight this morning. It's actually on YouTube, and very competitive. It was competitive. I mean, but in the first round, it seemed like it was going to go Hasim Robin's way, but then the second round when he got dropped, then the fight just completely got away from him. It would seem, and then it just went the distance, and he lost the decision.
So when it got to round 3, because it was only it went the distance. It was 4 rounds. It could take me 4 rounds to blink.
I know.
Slow blink is 4 rounds. There's no distance in 4 rounds. Like this is just unacceptable. I mean, did he not look good in round 3? How did the dude outpoint him? This is what I want to know. Was he just tagging him up then?
Yeah, I mean, he was applying pressure. It was it turned into a slugfest at several points. They both hit each other. Rodman was trying to counter, but like Hardy was just coming on strong and getting Rodman against the ropes and really just teeing off on him in a lot of points. You know what I mean?
Yeah, the Hardy punches were very showy. Like when he hit him, it was like, damn. It was like watching a big ass dude beat it up on a little dude that was faster. Every time he hit him, it was like rocking him. It was like, damn.
When he dropped him, it's like the punch. It just came out of nowhere. And Rodman, when he dropped, he was like, "Shit, what the hell was that?" You know what I mean? When
he hit him with that little half hook uppercut. It was actually kind of skill. I mean, I'm not like Hardy kind of got some decent skills. It was surprising. Like, what the hell? But fuck, he got every time he got hit, it just looked like a big ass dude punching on a smaller dude, and he just was feeling every shot.
These sons of legends, bar Conor Ben. Well, you know what's happened to him, but they just don't have it.
Eubank Jr. He's another example.
Yeah, they don't have it.
I mean, I think Eubank, he's got the talent, but he doesn't have his dad's drive. Yeah. He doesn't have his dad's driving mentality. He doesn't. Yeah.
You know what? As the only Eubank fan on here, I got to step in. I disagree, bro. He did beat the shit out of James DeGale.
Oh yeah. Of course.
That was washed.
That's true, but he did beat it. Yeah, he did.
That was washed. He retired after that.
Hey, we take what we can get in life.
Well, I say that because why did he take the Golovkin fight? I was hoping he would have took that fight. You know.
Hey, they tell Golovkin to step up, man. He'll beat the shit out of that old man.
10 years later.
I mean, way back when. That was back when he was destroying for cats. You know what I'm saying?
Like, come to Brighton, man. We got a football stadium in Brighton ready for him, bro.
Oh, okay, right. Now, now that he's 40.
Bad, no bueno. So I guess the Ruttman Jr. thing, we can tick that off the list. There's not much more we can talk about that on there, is there? On that topic, is there?
Not really. Next.
No, it's done, man.
Moving on.
So what's next on the docket? Who else fought?
Jaime Munguia.
Oh
God. Yeah.
Would that go 2? How long did that go? 2 rounds or 3?
3.
Okay.
3 rounds. It's similar to the yard fight, a one-sided destruction.
Yeah, I picked that fight perfectly. But
I was going to pick round 3. I just picked KO. I just did an AJ in that. I did it on both. I was going to pick 3 with yard and thingy. I'm so upset. I didn't do it. I just went KO. First 6.
Yeah, I picked yard round 2, so I just barely missed that, but I got Jaime perfectly, even though he's garbage.
Go ahead, you start then.
Speaking of someone that is, we see Jaime Munguia is just like the most irrelevant champion or boxer in history. Just so trash. It's just like even Leo Santa Cruz at least eventually fought somebody. Like, what is it like? Like what? I don't know. Like maybe because whatever division he fighting. See, I don't even know what weight he fight. I think he's 168 or something like that. I don't know. But
he's 160.
Yeah, 160 middle.
He's trash. Like he padding records is an understatement. You know, he's Zerto 2.0, but maybe even worse. Like at least Zerto had every fight was a knockout. But see, Jaime I've seen him fight dudes. And I hate to use the example that I've seen other fighters struggle with, but it's just like you'll never know. Like I don't know what the purpose. What's his boxing career? I guess he's just going to be a showcase fighter to knock guys out and never do anything.
Mexico, and sometimes
exactly. He's going to be the king of Mexico, and you in a 160-pound division that's so damn weak. Just like, and you still ain't fighting nobody. It's just he's trash. Like I'll never watch a Jaime Munguia fight. Unless that fight has, I don't know anybody who fight that I want to watch. I can't say Charlo.
He didn't even have an undercard.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He had that at his old high school. That was that's like type of level fights he's taking.
That's where it was.
I don't know, but shoot, they could have had it in the back in the soccer field at his old high school. Because that's the type of fights he fights.
The one plus I give to Munguia, at least I think he fought 5 times this year. I mean, I wish I'd seen Yachty do that.
Yeah, I know. We're cussing when they don't fight, and then we're cussing when they fight 5 cans a year. We're just never happy, are we? To be honest.
Yeah. I actually think he'd actually beat Johnny Beck. To be honest, I've watched Johnny Beck's last performance. I'm not sold on the whole monster.
Sold on him either.
Yeah, I think it's a winnable fight.
When you have Bentley going the distance with you.
If he doesn't take that fight, because the WBO just ordered it, then this confirms everything we've been saying about him.
I mean,
he's only 25 though. To be fair, he's only 25 years old.
Johnny Beck. Who fought Johnny Beck? My bad. Just now.
Denzel Bentley.
It was Bentley.
Denzel Bentley.
Yeah.
Bentley. Yeah, it was Bentley.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's 25, but he's got over 40 fights now. So how many more fights is he going to have before he takes a title shot?
I agree with you. I feel like his next fight has to be a significant fight, or he'll be seen as, not a quality guy. But the
I mean,
WBO ordered.
he's a former champion at 154 as well. Come on, so like something's got to give.
No disrespect, but respectfully. When someone says no disrespect, they're about to disrespect. I just see Jaime Munguia as the Mexican Deontay Wilder of middleweight. He just knocks out bums. Sorry.
Yeah, it's true. Say that.
That's all.
He's not even. You can't even give him like a Gervonta Davis level. At least he's fought ex-champions. It's just like, dude, it does not look. It makes no sense. Like, I don't even understand. Like, he must be a massive like draw at the gate or something. I don't understand what he's with Oscar, right? Oscar's fucking dead pen is empty.
Taking the piss out of him. But Edward, I think he's happy with it. He looks well chuffed when he knocks these geezers out. He looks so happy when he does it.
Yeah, he's getting 5 checks a year and with little work.
Yeah, I mean,
I think any one of us will go in a ring 5 times a year and knock people out for 50, 60 G's or whatever you're getting paid.
Yeah. And then you bring that to he lives in Mexico, innit? So it's a lot of money, innit?
Yep.
Kenny Ken, have you got any thoughts about Jaime Munguia? He just beat up this geezer in 3 rounds.
No. But the only boxing I was on Anthony Yard and in a few European fights. I didn't get
either. No, Kenny, I didn't watch one fight this weekend. I
think I watched a few more fights than you did. But no, I can't comment on something I haven't watched.
Well, let me just tell you, Jaime Munguia was tuna can. He fought John West tuna. You know our John West tuna cans? He fought one of them and beat him in 3 rounds. Jaime Munguia is an ex-154 champ. 40 wins, 35 knockouts or something like that.
Against nobody's.
He's an underachiever.
Oh, you know what? Well, as soon as I knew he was fighting, I thought, nah, I'll go and get my rest for the World Cup. You know what I mean? I was only going to concentrate on a couple of European fights and Anthony Yard. He's not a fighter that I'm looking out for. You know what I mean?
Nothing. Didn't even have an undercard, Kenny.
Says it all, doesn't it? Says it all.
Sad. Tick him off the docket. I don't think we need to go on any longer about this geezer, do we?
Yeah, but LadyChann, would you give him a pass though, because he had no amateur career and he's only 25? Like,
no,
I know it's 40 fights, it's not a lot, but
no, he's the next champ.
Exactly. Once you obtain a title, you no more pat. Like if
the training wheels are off.
The
training wheels are off once you've held the belt.
Yeah, he's the next champ, Jimmy. He's the next champ. Once you go up there and you go compete on that level, you can't drop down to. That's what, imagine if you saw. Well, we may see Anthony Joshua he may fight if that Jermaine Franklin beats Dillian White. We're going to see Joshua against Franklin.
Chan, you're gonna hate me for what I'm about to tell you. I got a feeling Dillian White's gonna lose this weekend.
Hey, Jimmy, mute your mic, bro. When somebody's talking, you can hear a lot of wind.
Thanks, bro. If Dillian White loses to Kenny Kem, because I think Jimmy is a White. Is Jimmy a White fan?
Are
Jimmy,
you?
Yeah,
Kenny.
yeah, I'm a White fan.
All right, talk to me about this.
Look, I can't see Dillian White losing. I really can't. I'm not saying because I'm a fan. I just cannot. I just think he's got too much to lose, and there's still good fights out for him. But I have to say, I was very, very underwhelmed and gutted by his performance against Tyson Fury. I still trying to figure out what his plan was, if there was any plan. You know what I mean? And it's I'm going to watch the fight because I'm a big fan of Dillian White. I'm looking forward to it. They're saying that if he wins, that he's got probably another trilogy with Joshua. So there's a lot for him to gain. If he look, I'm a Dillian White fan. He's not going to lose to Franklin. I can't see it happening. He's going to do what he has to do.
He shouldn't. He shouldn't lose to a Franklin.
I mean, when my bad, my bad, Ken. I'm just saying, it's like there's also that. I mean, it's also just remains that feeling that if he takes the like if this Franklin guy lands the right punch, it could take him out. You know, I mean,
as long as he's not. If he's right hand, he's fine. If he's uppercut, he's gone. You know what I mean? Dillian White and uppercut.
That's what I'm afraid of, man.
The uppercut.
That's what I'm afraid of. I mean, you know, like Franklin lands that uppercut, man. Shit, you know, anything can happen.
Franklin's low level, guys. He's low
level. I know. I mean, CHANN, I'm picking Dillian. I'm rocking with Dillian, but I just got a feeling.
No.
Yeah, you never know exactly.
I think if Dillian does lose, then it means that his career is over. But that's the only way he'd lose. He must be completely finished as a fighter for him to lose to someone at the level of Franklin. Dillian's got more experience, more power, better skills. And even his losses have come to guys that are really credible. You know, Anthony Joshua,
quality operators. Yeah.
Povetkin, which he avenged. I think if he gets, and he's got a lot of motivation, right? So if he beats him, he can have the trilogy with Joshua, which is a massive fight in the UK, like stadium.
Rematch. They've only fought once.
Duology.
Yeah, trilogy.
Duology.
I'm like,
that counted as 2 knockouts.
Beat him in the amateurs. They call it a trilogy, isn't it? They call it 1-1 because of the amateurs, isn't it? Because he beat the amateurs.
Yeah,
talking about pro. Okay, that's where you.
We don't count practice.
Yeah. We don't count practice. You can't.
But I'm still rolling. I'm still rolling with Dill. I'm still rolling with Dill, though.
I feel like the zone stable, though, it's not really that deep as far as heavyweights. Like AJ White is an in-house fight, which is a hot ticket in the UK, especially London. Do massive pay-per-views, probably over 1 million buys. Stadium, I just don't see why they wouldn't make it because it's an in-house Eddie Hearn event.
I'm not really high on seeing that again, if I'm being honest. I'd watch it. I'd watch it, but like I'm not really high on seeing that again.
Well, I think
it's good for AJ to rebuild his career. I think because AJ's going to try and rebuild his star power and his career. I feel like a knockout win over Dillian White would do a lot, especially with the casuals.
Yeah, I mean, Arlette, you can call in, Arlette. People, you can call in 917-368-94. Call in. Why did you stop? 9433. Hang on, Arlette. 1 second. Let me put you on the machine.
Okay.
There you go. Arlette in the building. What up, sis?
Good evening, beautiful.
What's up, girl? What up? What's up, Arlette?
That's your impersonation of Kings of Kings.
What up,
Kings
Arlette?
of How you doing? Voice.
How you doing, Arlette?
Pretty good.
Yeah. Deep voice, girl, and I. Jesus Christ, let's bring it up.
I love it.
What's going on, girl? What's happening?
I just wanted to run down a little bit of what you said. I'm not gonna stay long. Okay. You were talking about Jaime. Jaime is like Jaime to me. I can't take him seriously, and I'm glad more and more people starting to call him out or call out instead of calling out the other fighters. Call out him because he's at 40-something fights. And as far as Dillian, I mean, everybody knows Dillian is going to win this fight. I don't know why AJ is fronting. Dillian is definitely going to win this fight. He's not even on the same level as Dillian. And
this is your crush. Yeah, I'm going to go live for that fight. By the way, for that card.
You are.
Oh yeah.
By the way, Arlette, I said I'm still picking Dillian to win. By the way, in case you missed that. So
I'll go live for the majority because
but you sound like card. You were like, I'm not sure, but I mean, I don't think there's no doubt that Dillian's going to win this fight. I just don't. I don't see this guy doing anything to Dillian like that. I'm not sure how Dillian's going to win, but Dillian's going to win. And Lisa reported something about Zepeda because I know the Zepeda and the Regis Prograis fight is this week too, and that's the fight that I'm really looking forward to. And Lisa said something about Zepeda got into an accident. You know about that?
No, he assaulted somebody. He got arrested for battery.
No, that was last week. This tonight he got into a car accident, but he wasn't like injured that bad or something. So I'm like saying, but he's still going on to fight. He's still going to fight.
Shots fired by Karma Serene. Dillian isn't on a level. Shots fired.
Oh, there we go.
Isn't on the level of what?
Oh, it's Karma. That's what she said. Dillian, and she's laughing. She's got laughing.
I don't know what level that's supposed to be. If you're saying Dillian is not on a level of Jermaine Franklin, I want to know who did Jermaine Franklin beat? Because I can tell you a couple of good fighters that Dillian beat, but I don't understand that comment. But it's all good though.
Yeah, Jermaine Franklin been watched by a couple dudes that was dead. Let me pull up his box rec.
And he undefeated? He undefeated, right? Though, or
yeah,
he ain't
he's
beat
undefeated.
Was he undefeated?
He is. Yeah, he's undefeated.
Wait.
He's still garbage.
Wait, I thought he'd been beat.
Nah.
Let me see. Who did
But like, his record is he ain't fought nobody though. It's pretty poor.
There he is. He's 21-0. 21-0, right? 21-0, 14 knockouts. Oh, that's it. Yeah, sorry. It was a split decision with Jerry Forrest.
Oh, interesting.
Okay. And Forrest, Dillian White could KO that guy within 2 rounds.
Of course.
I mean, anyone that thinks that Franklin is going to actually have a chance of winning this, I don't think. I give it 10% on Dillian is going to win this fight.
That's the most prominent name on his resume. Jerry Forrest.
Going back before I leave, going back to the Zepeda thing, Lisa, thank you for putting that out there. Thanks, sis. I didn't mean to blow up the news like that. But don't you think this is a duck? Oh, he's trying to duck this fight? Because why does all of these things happening? I don't believe in coincidences.
What? Say that again. So who are you talking about?
Zepeda.
What's happened now? You said
like
he got arrested
week,
again.
He wasn't. Last week he got into that altercation that he could have got arrested for.
Oh yeah.
Again, now tonight is this.
What happened tonight?
He got into an accident.
What, a car crash?
Well, yeah, a car accident. Yeah.
Maybe is he trying to not fight then? He's not being very careful.
I don't know, but he didn't get injured. He's not injured enough to drop the fight, but it's just too much.
Is that why he didn't show up to the media workout?
Most likely.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Because I heard he didn't show up and nobody really knew why. I mean, So, but I guess that's it.
Oh, wow. Great. What do you think he's trying to throw the fight? That's what it's looking.
Man, if this fight gets canceled, I swear.
I know.
Either that, or if he loses, which I know he's gonna lose, I predict Regis Prograis is either gonna TKO him late or go to the 12th because Zepeda already got knocked out before. At least he'll have an excuse. He'll say, "Oh, it's a lot of unfortunate happenings that's been going on." I don't know, but I still got Regis Prograis late TKO, Dillian White TKO KO.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But that's it. I'm going to go back in the background.
Thank you, Arlette. Archulette in the building. Yeah. Crazy. Yeah. If Dillian White, yeah, anything can happen, but Dillian White. I do have him. I did watch a bit of the just the clip of them face to face, and Dillian White went, "I don't know what you're talking about. You're from the hood. Yeah. Like, you think this like we ain't got hood? We're in London, mate. Like, we don't give a shit about I'm from the hood.
Like, don't try to punk Dillian, man.
Dillian White said, "I'll take you outside now and right now. Do you want to go outside? What's your hood going to do for you when I mollywop you outside in London?"
You know, Americans have this perception about British people that it's like tea and crumpets and suits and, fancy posh stuff.
Like, you can't come here and get beat up. Like, you'll come from the hood and because you're from the hood in America, when you're here, you can't get beaten up.
A lot of these dudes confuse growing up in a poor neighborhood. Being from the hood don't mean shit. Just means you were born there. Doesn't mean you're a street dude or you out here scrapping with nobody. When somebody says that, I won't be honest. If somebody says that just means they full. Because why do I got to tell you that? My mannerism let you know that I'm from the hood. Don't fuck with me. But I'm from the hood, represent all that rah shit. That's fake as hell. If I hear you see that, I'm sleeping on.
Yeah. So. He must not realize. No disrespect. Yeah. All right. You're from Michigan. Cool, Franklin. Yeah. Dillian White is from the Garrisons, and I'm talking about the bottom of the bottom in Jamaica. Bottom. Not just no. Bottom. The Garrisons. That's what we call it. The Garrisons. Kingston 13. Yeah. Where people are literally looking in the bins to try and eat from the bin. And Dillian White was one of them that he grew up having to look in bins for food. He had his first baby over there at 13. Jermaine Franklin, you're out of your depth, sir. This is above your pay grade.
He's from Saginaw. It's not like he's from Detroit. He's like the fucking suburbs, man. Please shut up.
Yeah, he's from Detroit. That's what it says here. He's from
Saginaw.
Yes, sit down, sir. Take several seats. You get beat up here. Quickly. I don't know. So Dillian White was right. I'll just tuck you in, mate. Easily tuck you in. Step outside. That guy looked like, when Dillian White said it, he was like,
Oh, that put him on hush mode. He didn't have nothing to say after that.
No entiendo. All of a sudden, you couldn't speak English. You had nothing to say.
But Chan, like, I just want to reiterate, I got him winning by knockout. I'm just saying just how he looked in his last fight and the fact that he's been knocked out by uppercut.
There's always the possibility. That's
what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I got a gut feeling.
He's extremely vulnerable for the uppercut. And the uppercut is just like, good night, God bless. You know.
I've joked. I even think I can knock him out with an uppercut. All I got to put on the boxing glove. Bloop, down he goes.
and you'd have to get a ladder.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, all right. Oh, shit. You went there. You went there on me. Okay.
Well, to be fair though, to Dillian, he's hooked up with Buddy McGirt, so I feel like he's trying to teach him what defense.
Buddy McGirt.
Oh yeah, he's got Buddy in his corner. So yeah.
Yeah, I forgot about that. I'd like to see
me too. Yeah.
Difference of his fight style. He did have an injury fighting Tyson Fury. I know we don't care now, but yeah, that's why he was dragging around and not looking the most appeasing. And he had a really bad, what was it? I think a foot injury. And that's the thing that I find with Dillian White. He is injury prone. His body is, in my opinion, breaking down. He's come off like a really bad shoulder injury. I think it was his rotator cuff. When you damage that does take a while. And they said to him, if he goes and fights Otto Wallin, you probably that would be your last fight. So you're going to have to tread carefully. I mean,
I was looking forward to that fight too.
Yeah, he fought, what was the last fight? With Povetkin, he fought with a broken finger. He's got a bad shoulder, knee's gone out, knee, foot. He's breaking down, and he'll be 35 in a minute. There's not much. And do you know what he said? I'm not ready to give up heavyweight boxing. Heavyweight boxing may be ready to give you up.
Yeah, I feel like with Dillian White, I feel like he trains like too old-fashioned. Like back in the day, like you just keep doing like old school fashion. That breaks your body down, man. You got to use the modern.
You got to use some calisthenics and do some body conditioning and use your own weight as to build weight, to build muscle. Do that. Like, don't be just always bang bang. When you're a fighter, you can't train like that. You shouldn't, because that's just breaks down cartilage. After a while, your shock absorbers in your joints are going. Yeah, he needs to really change a bit of his regime. Dillian White needs to lose fucking weight. I don't want to see Dillian White at. I don't want to see Dillian White at. I'll do it in stone for Kenny. I don't want to see Dillian White at 18 stone. I don't want to see Dillian White at 260 pounds. I don't want to see it. He needs to be about 250.
Yeah, that's the best weight in the 250 range. That's his best. That's what he is.
Also, the gym wars, man. He needs to stop them, because from what I've heard, him and Alan Babbage, they literally spar 20, 30 rounds where it's just hell to leather. Like, that's a lot of neurological damage. That's not healthy for your brain. You gotta be tactical. So everything's heavy weights, heavy bag, heavy sparring. You're gonna destroy your body, man.
Why didn't you put Alan Babbage on the card? I wish you put him on the card. That would have been nice.
No, I don't know. Alan Babbage was saying that you can't get a fight at the minute. That's strange. I don't know. But go ahead, Kenny. Kenny had something to say.
We talk about him in terms of the weight, but in terms of where he was when he fought Joshua about 7 years ago, he's come a long way in terms of his conditioning. But you're right, there is certain things that he needs to do. I think the thing with Dillian White, one of the things with Dillian White is that he's got a good eye, he's got a good left hook, and he's a very, very strong man, but he's got slow feet. And when you got slow feet, you need to be in really, really good condition. You know what I mean? And I think that's one of the reasons with the thing with Dillian White. When you've got slow feet, sometimes you make a mistake, like against Povetkin, but against Joshua and Fury, he got broken down, and then when they broke him down at the body and a bit of feint, and that's when they were able to come in and get the uppercut. They brought their way into the uppercut with Dillian White, and that's why sometimes the thing with Buddy McGirt, great trainer and everything, but he's going to need to be with him for about 2 or 3 fights to see the benefits of his new regime. Because one fight, you ain't going to see much difference at all.
What do you guys think about him calling out Joe Joyce? Because Joe's getting.
Can't hear you. Shannon, we can't hear you.
Sorry.
When I hear it, just me.
Let me just read this super chat. I just realised I was muted the whole time. Thanks, Mark, for dropping that quarter of a dub on your girl. Dill smashes Franklin, not even close. We'll be watching Ryder versus Parker. If they clash, proper pick'em fight. Coolio, thank you for the super chat as well. And now we have Coach Malachi on the phone in the building. What up, guys? What up, Mal? Talk to me.
Hey, what's going on, Sam? What's going on, everybody?
We here in the building.
What up, Coach?
What's happening?
Coach.
Yeah, I can hear you. We can hear you. Yeah.
Salute everybody. Listen, there's no way, AJ, you don't have nothing to worry about, man. Dillian White, he will take care of business. Nothing to worry about.
For sure.
I don't see him losing.
He better not. Otherwise, it's done for him.
I don't see him. Yeah, I don't see him losing to this guy, AJ, man. Don't worry about it, brother. He gonna be all right.
For sure.
Dillian White.
The uppercut, though. Could he get caught with an uppercut?
But
how much does Franklin weigh?
I think he gets split by. I don't know. I don't know what the hell Dillian White was thinking about when he fought Tyson Fury, but that's one under the bridge. He looked terrible.
With an injury, he had a broken foot.
Well, no, I didn't know what it was, but he's gonna be fine. I think Regis Prograis fights this weekend, right?
Yeah, but they're just saying that Zepeda is doing a load of shit. Like, it looks like he wants to try and get out of the fight.
Oh man, I hope not.
Yeah, you're gonna go live for that, right? That's gonna
If
be.
he, you know what,
great,
Chan, if he try to get out of this fight on the week of the fight, it has to be some kind of repercussions behind that.
Well, what was the thing that he did just what Arlette just said? He
got into a car accident,
and then the week before, what was it? He was going to batter someone or
He assaulted somebody.
He assaulted someone, and was it a man?
It was a man. Yeah.
Yeah. So
I see what you're saying. Arlette thinking that Arlette is probably believes that he's trying to do stuff to get out of the fight.
Yeah, to sabotage. Because that's not treading carefully. Yeah, like it ain't being that responsible. Like you got in. All right, you can't help having a car crash, but we don't know the circumstances. Was he speeding? Was he? I don't know. Doubt he was under the influence.
Or did he get hit? Or somebody hit him?
Yeah. So I mean, and then you was gonna fuck up someone the other day. I know things happen. People try you and test you when you're out and about. But I mean, it's all quite funny within 2 weeks. Like he just in some back-to-back dramas. Do you know what I mean? So it could look like it could look like you want to get out of the fight. Regis Prograis is going to beat him up anyway. So I can't wait.
And this is for a vacant title, right?
Yeah, it is. It is.
Is this the WBC
vacant WBC? Yeah.
WBC vacant. Yeah.
Josh Taylor
That's
dropped
the
belt,
Josh
right?
Taylor dropped one. Yeah, yeah. And what else did he drop? The WBA?
He dropped them all except the WBO. That's all he's got left.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, he dropped 3 belts.
Wow, he dropped 3. Yeah, he dropped 3. Fuck,
I mean, he made history.
Yeah, he's in the books.
He made history.
Yeah.
I guess not because he don't want to pay the sanction fees. I guess I don't know.
Yeah, he didn't want to pay the sanction fees and probably didn't want to.
As much as the sanction bodies let everybody else get away with, they could have let him hold on to those belts.
I mean,
he's not a household name, man. He's not.
No, I know what you said. I mean, but I just wish the sanction bodies would keep the same energy for everybody. That's it.
They like to keep the same paycheck from
everybody.
AJ,
AJ, you ought to know what time it is, bro.
I know.
Certain fighters can do certain things, and others can't.
Yep.
And I tell people this, when people try to make it racial, I'm like, dude, that has nothing to do with race. Like, dude, like, if it did, look at Errol Spence with the IBL. Look at Jamal Charlo with the WBC. Look at it's certain fighters. It's certain fighters that, bro, they get certain privileges that other fighters don't get.
Yeah, that's. I was sorry. I'm just looking at Jermaine Franklin's weight, and I'm trying to hate this new box rec. How they fucking do it. I don't know if that's telling me his weight.
What does he fight at? What weight does he fight at?
So there's 2 weights. So is one the other fight? Because there's a weight. Look, I'll show you. Let me share the screen. Because
does he bounce around or does he maintain like one?
It looks bouncy, but I don't know how to read it because they've got 2 weights right next to each other. So I'll show you. So I don't know if that's the. I don't know if that's.
Does they show his on the weight, the opponent's weight, right? Or
yeah, but I don't know which is which. This thing. So have a look, and then you can see.
All right, let's pull it up.
Wait, hang on, let me pull it up. Hold on.
Let's take a look.
There he is. Okay, let me blow it up a little. So for instance, so there's 2 weights there. So is that
where is Franklin from?
He's from bloody Michigan, suburbs though. Suburbs. Okay. Look, it's he's from Saginaw, if that's how you pronounce it.
Oh, Saginaw. Oh no, Saginaw. Saginaw, Michigan is kind of like it's kind of rough up there.
Oh, is it? He said he's from the hood.
Yeah. I had a friend. My barber was from Saginaw, Michigan.
Really? I've never ever heard of it. Never heard of it. Yeah, I haven't heard of it. He's 6'2". Okay, 77-inch reach. Saginaw, Michigan. Okay, so this is his.
Oh yeah. Dylan White gonna kill him. He's 77-inch arm reach. Yeah. He's done.
Yeah, because Dylan White and they're close to like Dylan White's got long arms and he 80s in the 80s.
Yeah, he's in the 80s.
Yeah.
So, this guy has fallen like 230 around that range. His last fight he was 277.
Oh, he's
is
about
this-
to run.
He's
Yeah,
out of shape like a motherfucker. This
his
dude
weight,
is gonna
his
come
weight is
in.
on the left. I think that's his weight.
Oh, his weight's on the left. Okay.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
his
it's on the
his
left.
last fight,
On
so
the
he
left.
fought at 277.5. The last fight he had, which is severely overweight.
Yep.
And then he's 231.5 here, 240.25 here, 245 here, 227 here, 232. So he looks like he's like a 230. I don't know what happened. He must for him to be 270. But he looks like his bracket's about. Yeah, it looks like he teeters. I wouldn't say it looked 262. He doesn't look like the most disciplined with the weight. I mean, it's not severely swung out, but I mean,
He was off 3 years before his last fight.
Oh, okay, so that's why. But
Yeah.
I mean, he's always still sometimes 10 pounds. I mean, that's quite a lot to like. If you're stable, you won't usually be no more than usually 5 pounds. You'd be quite consistent. If you look at like consistent fighters, they may fight at 230, they may fight at 234, 235 for the bulk of their fights, and then you may see one or two spikes. He seems to be always 10, 15 pounds out, like, you know what I mean, 12 pounds. It's not bad. It's not bad. I can't really like get at him, but it's doesn't seem like it's the best. I mean, yeah, it's coming at 277 pounds. It's just a fucking craziness. But Dillian White does
6'2"?
Yeah, at 6'2", but Dillian White does the same
Wow.
fucking thing. Look at Dillian White. Dillian White's weight. Dillian White needs to lose weight. I hope this is not giving my laptop fucking virus.
He's kept his weight in check for his last few fights, hasn't he? I mean,
yeah, for the Povetkin and I don't know what
the Fury Povetkin fights. He's been he's been cool for those. Yeah.
253 Tyson Fury. Oh, I said he should be 250. Maybe
247 for the rematch.
247. Yeah, that's when he
2.5.
looked,
Yeah.
He looked good at. Maybe he should be in the 240s bracket. Look,
271. Yeah.
On Joshua's undercard for Ruiz, Marius Wack.
I think he took that fight on short notice. Yeah.
Yeah, came in at 271, 259, 246.5, 258, 254, 247, 260, 246, 253, 244, 247. Dillian White could just he needs to be a little bit 250. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, he maybe needs to stick to. See, these are good weights. I remember when he was like this small, and then when he fought Joshua.
How much did he weigh in that fight? 247.
247. And Joshua was 245. So Joshua's always teetered around that weight. He has spiked up to as much as 250 odd, but this is at the beginning of their. Joshua
should
looks
never
quite...
be over 250. Dylan White should never be over 250.
No, he shouldn't be over. Yeah, he shouldn't go over 250.
You're right.
Yeah, he should stay in the 240s.
Anywhere in the 240s.
Late 240 range, something like that.
It's better.
Yeah, it's better, isn't it? Yeah, because look, he is 6 foot. He's 6. He's 6 foot. He's 6 foot. Oh, Dillian White's 6'4". He's a big lad. Oh well, he's nearly 80-inch reach now. He's 78 inch. He's 78 inch.
Oh, Dillian White?
Yeah. So the other geezer's what?
Okay.
What was he? So I thought Dillian White was
77.
77.
Okay, so the geezer's the same, but at 6'2". Look, he's 35, guys. It says he's 35. You lot keep telling me he's 34. He's
born in April 88. He was born in April 88.
What the hell is Wikipedia and Google saying then? I mean, like, so who's right and who's wrong?
Well, they said it on Talksport today. He was 35.
Okay.
I always Dylan White's older than the rest of the lads.
I remember before the Tyson Fury fight, it was his birthday. A week before, it was his 34th.
No, mate. He's 35. He's older than them lot. Dillian White's always been the oldest out of Tyson Fury and Anthony Joshua. He's always turned a year old. Tyson Fury's 34. Joshua's just turned 33. So they go 33, 34, 35. He is. He's 35.
I was thought that he was a few days older than George Groves.
No, it's good. Wikipedia says he was born April 11th, 1988.
So he's not 35 then?
Google says the same thing. If you look it up, if you Google him.
Why they keep saying that he's 35?
That'll make him 34. He's born 88.
That's what I'm saying.
This punk ass box rec, man. Box rec need to. I don't know who didn't got in charge of their site, but everything's fucked up.
And
every
Talksport been saying that as well. They said it today. But maybe they looked at BoxRec and thought,
yeah, exactly.
he's 35.
So remember, Wilder's 36, right?
No, you said that today, Mal. He's 37.
Yeah.
Oh, Wilder's 37.
Yeah. He's an older
Wow.
lad. Yeah, I know. He's getting up in the building. Yeah,
Wow,
he's 37. Joe Joyce is 37. Usyk's 36.
36.
Then Dillian White is 34. And then Tyson Fury 34. Anthony Joshua 33.
In December, I think.
Yeah. He just Anthony Joshua just turned 33 just like a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, he just turned.
Oh, but listen. Hey, Shan, I have a question.
Yeah.
My dog, Johnny Rice.
I saw him.
Said that he has dreams of being a world champion.
Oi, I saw it. I was watching.
So we looked at King Kong Ortiz.
You looked at
all the belts that he won, right?
You want him to get the Fetty Wap belt.
Can we get one of those belts?
Listen, Mal, that story. I was so sad watching that because I'm not lying. I saw delusion in his eye. He ain't getting 6 big fights next year. He ain't. You know it. I know it. Everybody that knows it knows it. He ain't getting. I felt bad for him. He believed it as well.
Who's getting 6 fights?
Johnny Rice.
Oh.
Mal, go on. Tell him what happened today. Like, I'll have a little break.
No, you know what I don't get? You said that you are a free agent. You're not under contract anymore. But if you was to get an offer from a top rank or a Matchroom or Golden Boy, you would talk to your team. You would go speak to someone at PBC first and let them know. And I'm like, that didn't make sense to me. And I'm like, wait a minute, dude, is it because they have the first right of refusal? And I think he said yes. I said, did he say yes? I gotta go back and listen to it.
Can't remember.
I think he said yes. But then he said, I don't have to do anything. I don't have to let them know anything. I just do it out of common courtesy. And I'm like, that didn't make any sense.
So he's a free agent.
Like, if you're a free agent, if Matchroom reaches out to you, why do you have to let PBC know that Matchroom reached out to you?
Then you're not a free agent then.
Unless you're not a free agent.
It's
because what I heard, Sam, what I heard was, and this is what Troy Schofield's father told me. He said, listen, Kid Austin. He say even if we're a free agent and we're finished with the PBC contract, if we get another offer from another promotional company, we can't just accept the deal that another promotional company offers us. We have to let the PBC, Al Heyman know. This is what he told me. And they have to give us they have the first right of refusal. Well, yeah. So that's what and when I said that to him, he said yes. But then later on, he said that he's a free agent. He don't have to do anything. I'm like, that doesn't make any sense. I don't think I think that they have the first right of refusal. That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking he's not really a free agent.
Bro, they
I don't know.
Listen, he's fought.
I don't think he knows. I don't think he knows.
He don't even know. He's fought once in a year, right? Michael Coffey's farted him out in the rematch. I stopped him. I mean, he's fought once in a year, and he said he stopped shooting dice now because he was losing money. He's got his wife, but shouts out to him. Do you know why I shout him out? Because you got your wife. That he's got the girl that he wants to marry from Ethiopia. You can't get it more Nubian than that. You see me? Yeah. You get me? You got to give him some credit for that. He's got his Ethiopian wife that he's going to bring to America. But he said it weren't Al Heyman that called him. It was Al Heyman's people, and they said he's got 6 big fights. How? No, it's not.
I did. It took everything in my power to keep him laughing.
I know. I saw. I I was just like, look at the delusion. I feel they've got him under hope, because you know why they're doing that? Because they know that they're going down and they don't want some of their fighters just leaving. So they're giving him that false sense of hope. Like, yeah, we got some big fights for you next year for him to hang on to. And that's not good enough. Kenny?
Yes, it's my time of the sorry,
you
my
wait,
time of
you wait just 5 minutes and then you can do the rundown, please. Just wait 5 minutes and you can do the World Cup rundown. Yeah?
Right. Okay,
all right, thank you. Yeah. And but yeah, I think they're holding him to make him I hate people being held to desperation and hope. It's so not fair to do that to people. They can't plan their life. They can't plan, their spending. He needs to go. And I know if you can get him, like, try and find him one of those car box belts and Fetty Watt belts. If Luis Ortiz has got one of them, could get one of them belts. He's just lucky he's not Latino. Because if he was Latino, we could have got him hooked up with a fucking Latino WBC belt, couldn't we have? But
yeah.
Let's just send, let's just send him to DR or Puerto Rico and get him nationalized there.
No, I spoke to
a Latino.
I reached out to someone on his behalf, so they say have him call, and his thing is he's 15 and 6.
Yeah.
And he's 35, and he's 35 years old.
He's 15 and 6.
Yeah, 35 years old.
I'm 35.
So
it's fucking not a lot you can do.
No one is thinking.
No one's gonna jump to sign him like that. But you know what? You know what? But they could. He needs to leave Al Heyman. I reckon he could get like at least a little 2-3 fight deal, like with for about 600 Dow for all of those 3 fights. Go to Sky Boxer. I'm sure they'll need him. Like, he could be like some kind of gatekeeper. It could work, but the only reason why it doesn't work. If he stays with PBC, it's going to stifle him, and he's 35. I reckon he could get some work, like you said, going around different places. But I reckon if he came to the UK, he could get some work, just off the fact that he stopped the guy twice that was supposed to be Deontay Wilder's, big guy coming through.
Like that. He was the guy that was hyping up. Remember, he was on. I forgot what channel that was.
Yeah, do you remember?
They kept talking about Michael Coffey.
Yeah,
Michael Coffey.
Coffee and rice. You get me? He could use that story and just leapfrog off of that. Come to the UK, go to Top Rank.
They kept talking about Michael Coffey. Michael Coffey.
They thought he's the biggest thing since sliced bread. We never heard of it. After he got
Michael Coffey was straight trash.
He was trash. Do you know what I mean? He was trash. So this geezer, Rice, he got to come. Tell him to come to Death Row Records.
Man,
all up in the video.
I'm like, they don't talk my dog. He gonna, I say, man, I gotta call somebody, man. So I reached out. I reached out to Rick. Rick said, have him call me.
Yeah.
Just have him call me. He's an idiot. Why is he still over there?
Yeah,
if he's a free agent,
Rick's a broker. Yeah.
If he's a free agent, why does he have to let the PBC know if he gets another offer somewhere?
Yeah.
And Rick say no, he has to still be signed, for him to say that. And I say, man, I don't know, man. He said he was a free agent, but it didn't make any sense to me. But we're gonna try to get him. We're gonna try to get him to fight somebody.
I'm gonna reach out to somebody as well on his behalf, as well. I won't say, but I'll reach out to a couple people.
Says he makes $3,000 a month.
I know. I heard, or 2,700. He said, or something like that.
Yeah, 2,700. Yeah, he said he was shooting dice.
That's so sad. That's so sad. Do you know that's so sad?
It is sad.
It's sad.
So sad.
I was like this. You know what I mean? That can't happen, and that can end not well. Shooting dice, you're getting problems shooting dice in the hood. With certain cats, and things start pop off, and all of that. Yeah, no, that I'll reach out. let's just do due diligence. You reach out to, you can reach out to. Shouts out, you could reach out to Rick as well. That's a good idea, because he is a broker. I'll reach out. I kind of got a link. I got a link that works in Boxer, Sky Boxer. So I could ask if he could just get, if he could just be on undercards and stuff like that.
Yeah, he could just be a gatekeeper, undercard fighter.
Just
just to fill a card. I mean, let's be honest, he's not going. He's not an elite fighter. But he knows that. He understands that.
Yeah, no, he's not. Like,
he's a nice guy, though.
He's a nice guy, and I mean, it's just a shame. But if we can get in some British pounds, that would be all right as well, isn't it? So British pounds and a few dollars. Why not? Like, all I can do is try. I'll try on behalf of a brother as well. Do you know what I mean?
No, but you know what it is? He doesn't know a lot about the business as it relates to boxing.
I know.
Yeah, so he doesn't know how to. He's not a go getter.
No, he needs someone. He needs someone to navigate him. He said he ain't got a manager, so he does need management. He does need some kind of management if he doesn't know the business himself, because otherwise he's going to fuck himself up. But
so he's depending on Sam Watson's assistant. He says not Al Heyman, but it's Sam Watson is next to Al, so he's dealing with the assistant of Sam Watson. And they told him we got 6 big fights next year.
And they're in
Vegas. Like, dude,
and they're in Vegas.
I'm like, dude, no, you don't. I looked at the Nevada Athletic Commission calendar, and
there was only 4 dates or something like that.
It's only 3 dates. They had Tom Brown had 6 dates.
Yeah.
But when you go to the Nevada Athletic Commission's fight calendar, their events, they only have 3 dates. They have 2 in January, and I think they have 1 in February.
So they're not for him.
and they might have another one now, a 4th one in April with Tank and Ryan Garcia if that fight was materialized.
So no.
They might have that one.
They'll throw him a bone and give him 1 fight at Johnny Rice, and that
they could have let him fight on the Wilder Helenius undercard
easily. They could have. If Al was good with doing business there, they could have put him on the Dillian White undercard. It's all domestic level lot. Fabio Wardley, all them man there. Do you know what I mean? Put him in with fucking Alan Babbage. Let him sleep Alan Babbage, because he'd sleep Alan Babbage. Them types of fights. Put him in them type. At that level, because I know he's not aspiring to be. He's realistic. He knows he's not going to be no world champion. He knows he's not elite. Do you know what I mean? He does know that, though. He does.
We can get him, but we can get him the featherweight belt. We can get him
a featherweight belt. We can't do the Latino belt, unfortunately. Yeah, but we can get him the cardboard carbine belt. Remember the cardboard? We can get him the Amazon.
The FE cardboard. The title. We can get him that one.
The Amazon Prime belt, fucking Uber Eats belt. We can get him something like that. Jesus Christ, man. It's bad for the geezer. I feel bad for him because he's a nice guy. It's bad. Boxing's a horrible business. I couldn't do it. I couldn't be a boxer. I need to know where my money's coming from. My money has to run. I can't. I'm getting punched in the face, and I'm not getting paid really, and then I wait a year to get punched in the face again for a couple of grand. Nah, it's not for me, son.
I gotta shoot dice.
Yeah,
I gotta shoot dice.
Shooting dice on the side.
He placed a bet. He put a $10 bet on the Wilder undercard, and he made $100. And
sad.
I'm like, oh my God, he made money on. All right.
And you're happy that you made $100. We can make that in super. We can make that in super chats. Put it into perspective. God.
I'm like, you know what, man, Johnny? You might as well just start your own podcast on YouTube.
Yeah, because he's got personality. He's got personality to do that. He's got a person that maybe you should tell him that. We'll try and.
I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna talk to him.
We'll whisper in people's ears to try and get in some fights, because I know he looks like he really still likes to, just to fight. But I think you should tell him to start up a YouTube channel, get everybody to subscribe to him, get him monetized, and he could get guests at the end of the day as well, and chop it up and be funny. He could be like Skip you know, from Skip, the NFL ex-NFL player that does the Skip. Stephen
Oh,
A.
yo,
Smith
you talking about Shannon Sharp?
Shannon Sharp, yeah, Shannon Sharp is it, yeah. He reminds me like that, so he could do stuff like that because he's got, I know, but he's got that kind of personality where we would watch him. We would watch Johnny Rice. I would. So, you know, and then he could tell,
I watched Johnny Rice.
and then he could tell the stories, the travesties of boxing, of how shit it go, how mad it is. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, you know, thanks to Al Heyman.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, he could really do well in the YouTube community. But I'd like to see him fight more. You know, if he could fight for another 5 years if he had a nice plan. He could fight till he's 40 at that level. Do you know what I mean? He may get a couple more L's, but he may get some more wins. But, you know, he's going to be consistently turning over money. You know, he can get like, you know, 100 thou here. You know, if he builds a little bit, maybe, you know, 60 thou here.
He said he's willing to fight. He said he's willing to fight for less than that now.
Yeah, I heard it.
You know, take whatever he can get.
Yes, fuck. That's fucked, man. That's fucked. We gotta try and help him.
That's messed up.
Yeah, it is messed up. And then speak to Kid Austin's dad and see if he needs anybody on undercards.
Yeah, I'm glad you said something. We got some good news on that.
Yeah.
Listen, I can't say it on here. I have to call you.
All right,
I can't say it on here.
All right, when I get off, like, shout me. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Listen, I have to go. I'll talk to you later.
All right, then. Shouts out to you, man.
All right. Peace to everybody in the chat. Peace to everybody on the panel.
Deuces, coach.
Okay. So now we have to go over to our World Cup correspondent, Kenny Ken, in the building. Let's go, Kenny Ken. Let me change the banner. Banner. Go ahead, Kenny Ken.
Well, one thing about the World Cup is that it's a competition we've been looking forward to for 4 weeks. I'll get my words out. For 4 years, I've been looking forward to this tournament. But unfortunately, the British public, the Western public, thought it was a good idea to try and spoil it for everyone by talking about virtual singling, about, you know, the situation in you know, Qatar, about human rights, about LGBT rights and everything. And my attitude is, you've known about this tournament for 12 years, yet you're trying to find a problem with the tournament in terms of the scheduling and the human rights record and LGBT. Well, I live in the United Kingdom. I'm from London. Now, we've got 2 news channels on satellite dedicated to what they call anti-woke, GB News and Talk News. And I can tell you from categorically all the issues that they criticise Qatar for. Well, last time I heard, they have the same issues in this country. Yes, it's undercurrent, but we have people talking about we don't want LGBT issues thrown at us. We don't want to talk about transgender. We don't want to talk about non-binary issues in England, in Great Britain. Yet we've got the right to go to Qatar and criticise them. Nah, don't wash with me. All those people saying, "Oh, I don't want to." It's ridiculous to go to the World Cup. Yet you're taking all that money. Why don't you just not take the money? Say you don't want to work there as part of the protest, or watch the World Cup from here. That's the thing. People talking a really good game in order to get likes and tweets, and, you know, maybe get a few contracts, maybe seen as doing a bit for society. But the hypocrisy from people from around the West is unbelievable. Anyway, let's talk about the football. England won 6-2 against Iran in the same group as the USA. And Wales. The USA drew with Wales 1-1, goals by Timothy Weah and a penalty by Gareth Bale. So as England's group is looking at the moment, England are on 6 points. Sorry, on 3 points, although they got 6 goals. And Iran have got no points. And the USA and Wales have got a point each. So massive game this Friday between the USA and England. And then before that, we're going to have Wales versus Iran. So there's massive games. In other games today, Senegal lost 2-0 to the Dutch. you know, and in the other game yesterday, the opening ceremony, which wasn't shown in on BBC for some reason. I don't know
Did
why.
you see Morgan Freeman in that? That the opening was, I saw it. Yeah, you go ahead.
In BBC One decided not to show it. They decided to continue their coverage of the women's football, Chelsea versus Tottenham. So if you wanted to see the opening ceremony, you had to go into the iPlayer. Now, they're assuming that everyone's got Freeview or some sort of interactive television service. But normally where I come from, the opening ceremony is one of the most important things of any tournament, not just the World Cup, but the Olympic Games as well. So I just find it extraordinary that it didn't show it. But Qatar, the host nation, lost at home to Ecuador 2-0. And one of the features of that match was as soon as the second goal went in for the Ecuador, the second half, there was a lot of empty seats. Qataris were upset that their national side didn't deliver. So that's probably one of the features we had today. And also, most importantly, the Seven Nations were planning to wear a one love pendant for the captains. But at the 11th hour, FIFA says that anyone who wears any sort of political gestures like the one love, that captains are at risk of getting booked. So they abandoned the idea in the 11th hour. But what FIFA did is that they allowed the captains to wear an anti-discrimination armband. So that's the news so far, the World Cup. Hopefully, next time we speak next week, England and Wales will be virtually there. And hopefully, we're going to talk about the football. But my message before we go is always remember one thing. The West have got a way of preaching to the Middle East about, LGBT issues and also all sorts of discrimination. Well, me and you are from the UK and London area, LadyChann. We got King of Kings. We got AJ from the United States now. As we speak, yesterday in Palm Springs, an LGBT club, was attacked where a shooter went there and indiscriminately killed 5 people of LGBT status. So we're not out of the woods, in the West. We have our own issues with LGBT. We have our own issues with any forms of discrimination. And we could argue human rights records, if we go back to the 1960s in the United States, well, look what's happening in the Deep South, lynchings. That's human rights records. So we're not, although we know from experience, we can preach to other members of the world. Let's not forget that it's called the World Cup for a reason. It's not called the European and South American Cup. It's the World Cup, which means you've got to take the World Cup to the Americas one day, to Australia, and to the Middle East. And that's what I've got to say about the World Cup.
Our World Cup correspondent Kenny Ken is in the building. Kenny Ken, that was a amazing breakdown, and
it has to be said. It has to be said that we live in 2 countries where and I hate to say it, but I can say it to all amongst us all.
Yeah.
As much as
let me just put you lot backstage 1 second. Hang on. So it's just me and Kenny. 1 second. I'll put you guys back on. Promise.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
As long as the thing we have in the West is that we have legislation to protect us, to protect people with LGBT of orientation. But I can tell you right now, there's an undercurrent of anti-LGBT issues still in this country, and definitely still in the United States. And people were actually voicing their opinions, but they do it for humour. Where, you're not allowed to call someone a man or a woman now. That's throwing shade at LGBT issues. So we do have our own problems there. So it's a bit sticks in the craw when you go to other countries and throw your weight around and make out that everything's good in America, everything's good in Britain. It's not. Got a long way to go.
Yeah. Bit by bit, en español, Decimos poco a poco, día a día. In Spanish, we say day by day, bit by bit, day by day. Hopefully, things get better. Yeah, it can only improve. Once these types of things are highlighted. It was lovely to see the a bit of the opening with Morgan Freeman with the guy that didn't have any legs. Yeah, which was amazing. It was it was quite emotional, and just to see, East and the West. But I mean, there is a thing where they don't where England and is it England and Wales are not going to be wearing the One Love armbands then? And
well, basically,
yeah.
But basically, FIFA have always had an edict, and so has UEFA in Europe, where they do not adhere or allow for political gestures. For instance, there are times when England wanted to have the 2 minute silence from Remembrance Day and have the poppies and on European games that are basically covered by UEFA, and the friendlies or World Cup qualifiers covered by FIFA, not allowed. So, there's a precedent where these sort of things are not permitted unless FIFA direct it themselves, and you need special dispensation in order to have seen the national anthem for the Queen in a UEFA event. So,
was we allowed to sing the national anthem? We was, weren't we?
Not really. No, I don't think that was the thing. I think they needed special dispensation for UEFA. So, both UEFA and FIFA have formed for prohibiting any sort of political gestures. So, it's one of the things where, well-meaning as it is, it's a football competition. You don't want to lose players to bookings because they're not going to fine you. The only way that FIFA are going to sort of ratify their stance is by hitting them where it really hurts, i.e., preventing them from playing matches.
And also, if we go as well, the fact that they said they've banned alcohol, didn't they?
It's a Muslim country. If you're in Qatar, if I was in the United States for 2 weeks, I'm American and I'll adhere to your laws. If I went to Qatar for 2 weeks in a Muslim country and I want to find alcohol, good luck to that, because normally I don't know much about economics, but whenever there's goods that are scarce, they do tend to cost a lot of money because they're rare. Alcohol's rare in a Muslim country. You may be guests in someone's country, and you may want to be like VIP guests, but your VIP status runs out after a few hours, maybe a few days. When you're there for a length of time, you do as you're told.
And do you think it was a good idea to have the World Cup in Qatar? And because the fact is that for us, it's now in the winter. It feels so un-World Cup-ly to me.
It does, but but if you have the World Cup in the summer, then you're going to have deaths on you. You're going to have strokes because they're going to be playing in degree heat, and heart attacks as well. So you have to think about the safety of the players. Because at the end of the day, you're right. You're going to have air-conditioned stadiums in the summer, but what about the training grounds? Are they going to be air-conditioned? That's going to be a situation in training where they've got to be training as intensely for a match, for a match like it's a match. So it's a danger. But then again, with the rest of the world have had 12 years to get used to this, and as usual, you only start complaining at the 11th hour when it begins to take effect. You come to terms with the decision that was made. You weren't complaining last year.
What time is this 11th hour? Is it 11 o'clock or is it 11 a.m.? Because all I hear is about on the 11th hour they pulled out the fight.
But what I mean is that you weren't bothered when it was happened. You just went, oh yeah, and then when it became reality, and you realise, oh no, our Premiership season is going to be disrupted. We're going to play in the winter. Oh, I don't know. I don't like a Winter World Cup. That's when you complain. You have to prepare for the unprepared.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, the best team is still going to win the World Cup in 4 weeks' time. There'll be no excuses. You just have to wear it and just get used to the fact that if Saudi Arabia get the World Cup, Saudi Arabia may think this is a good idea, but I think Saudi Arabia are going to bow to the Europe and probably hold it in the summer as well. But let's remember one thing: it's the World Cup, which means it goes to all corners of the world.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Right. You're right. It's not just us. Yeah, and well, shouts out to England so far, and yeah, I'd look forward to every time you come. You just do your Kenny Ken World Cup news updates.
It's better than talking about Arsenal.
Yeah. For once, I'll probably let you start talking about them when we go back to Premiership football. And like for any Arsenal football, bless
not at all.
I've got Arsenal subscribers, Ken. No, I've got Arsenal subscribers.
I know you have.
Comments, yeah, all the time.
Yeah, but our cousins on the panel, I've seen or heard no evidence from them that they're actually interested in football.
Oh, but that doesn't matter. This is my show, and I'm from the.
They're giving up their time, so I don't want to sort of like push them off the.
Ken, no, don't you dare say that. This is a part of what we do. We love boxing, footy. We're from the UK. Our country is in the World Cup, and the numbers since you spoke, the numbers haven't dropped of people viewing, Ken. So everyone's still interested.
Fair enough.
Yeah, so I look at the numbers to see if that, and everyone's still interested, and we will do weekly updates for the World Cup via you because you keep me even in tune, and I look on your Instagram. So shouts out to you, and let them know where they can find you on Instagram for those breakdowns. And I will absolutely separate this and put this out as a separate clip as well for the update.
Well, on my Instagram is at KennyKen1972. We have a lot of fun. I do talk about boxing occasionally. I'm going to be talking about boxing because we've got a stat card, and I am going to be one of the few people in the United Kingdom who's going to admit to watching Derek Chisora and Tyson Fury have as kind of a mates rate heavyweight title fight, because that's what I call it, mates rates. Tyson Fury needs a fight. His good mates Derek Chisora needs the money. Let's get together and let's see we can who we can con the British public. And to be honest, they've done a good job of it.
I ain't buying it. I'm not buying it. How much is it? How much is it on paper?
Well, it's not anti-Joshua prices. Anti-Joshua prices are 20. No, it's about £19.99. Anti-Joshua prices are £25.
Would I buy it? Would I buy it? I wouldn't mind watching it, but it's maybe I might buy it.
That's a Saturday takeaway. £20 a Saturday takeaway.
It's not the point that I can't. It's about not affording it. It's the point that I don't support that whole fight. So why should I? Do you know what I mean? I don't support it, so I don't really want to support it by paying for it. It could be tenner. I wouldn't pay for it. Could be a $5.
I hear it, but Tyson Fury, like our good friend from Watford, Anthony Joshua, they are paid. If you want to watch them fight, then you have to pay for it. By pay for you, or go and watch them live, because that's the only way you're going to do it. You're never ever going to see Tyson Fury and Anthony Joshua in a free to air fight. It's not going to happen. They'll be forced to even.
Yeah,
Dillian White has to go back to basics, and if he kept on winning and got a world title, you wouldn't be seeing him on them.
Yeah, he's pay-per-view. He's usually pay-per-view all the time. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. Well, I'll see how I feel closer to the day, because I only buy the pay-per-views on the day anyway. So I'll see. You know me, I'll probably just in the end say, just let me do it. Throw over 20.
Derek might even get a punch in.
Yeah, maybe I'll just go live and and just get everybody, do it for my British.
Go live, you're gonna have to get pay-per-view.
Yeah, I'll just do it. That's what I said. If I go live, I'll do it for the subscribers that like it, for the British camaraderie. I'll just for the sake of it, I can get it as a tax write-off anyway. I'll get my money back, really and truly, wouldn't I? So think of it that way. But go ahead. Sorry, I interject.
You run a business, so you'll talk to someone who's always worked for someone. So I don't know about it.
I can get it as a tax write-off for part of my taxes of being self-employed. So it's a part of my business that I need to watch these fights, and these fights I need to be paid for. So then when the tax year comes back round in April, you get you get your rebates. I can sign off and look at all my accountant can look at all of what I've spent, even on hair, makeup for this show. I get it back. Electricity, half of my electric bills you get back. So I guess I'll just do it as a tax write-off, and I'll do it as a live, and then we will chime in on that anyway on the weekly wrap-up show. But we will be back next week with Kenny Ken, with our World Cup news correspondent on the weekly wrap-up show. Shouts out to you, Kenny Ken, and thank you again for coming through, and thank you for all the information. Shouts out to Kenny Ken in the building. See ya.
Later, kid.
Yeah.
Hi guys. So that was Kenny Ken and the World Cup correspondents in the building. Hey, we back. Where's my American compadres?
We here.
We here. Are you with me? Are you with me? What up, LadyChann?
Salute.
Right. Salute to Kenny Ken in the building. All right, let me change this. I could do your voice like easy. So easy now. Easy. I'll do your standing for you. I'll take your avatar, go around to different platforms, be like, hi.
KOK was going crazy last week.
Yeah. Who's calling us all bitch ass niggas and everything? Yeah, you bitch asses. Yeah, I could do that. I could do that for you if you want a day off. So
that's right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to give you my itinerary.
Yeah, let me know. You know, I got you. I'll do that. No problema. Hang on. So I'm just changing the caption. Next on the agenda, bring up whatever fight you want, because it was more of a free for all this weekly wrap up show. We have got maybe about half an hour to speak a little more. What else is coming up? We got. So we did the Dillian Wild. What's been happening in the news? Boxing news. Boxing boring this week.
It seems.
Hey,
John Ryder versus Zach Parker.
Yeah, there
What's
we
up
go.
about that? What's up about that?
Yeah, go ahead.
I see that being a semi-competitive fight. More so than I think people realize. But I think I'll take Zach Parker to win. But Ryder's gonna make it competitive though, because I think I just like the aesthetic of it, because they're both two come forward pressure guys. So it's it may be a war, man. We might get a war.
And then they're saying that maybe the winner out of that, Canelo, will fight.
Oh yeah. The winner. This is for the interim title, so the winner of this will be his mandatory challenger.
Well, I know this is all like fantasy fucking fights. You never know.
Exactly.
I'll tell you. Yeah, do you know what I mean? It's fantasy.
Well, no, I never said that the winner was going to fight him. But
yeah, I know, but I just mean it like, because I'm hearing that not from you. I'm hearing it. I even heard it like kind of echoed from Eddie Hearn as well. But I'll tell you what I do want to talk about as well that I forgot. Ryan Tank Davis times the two Garcias in the building. Tank versus Garcia.
Speaking of news, I hear, from what I understand, I don't know if it's 100% true, but we know Tank is having some legal issues, and he may not scathe through this. He may have to actually get some time for it. Yeah,
the judge wants to put him in jail. The judge wants to lock him up.
So I guess the only way I could look up that is like as a good thing is maybe he might try to get something. That's why this fight might come to fruition, because they're trying to get something in before he's going to be away for a period of time. So if he goes to jail for the next, 2 years, it's like, whoa. So I don't know, man. It's crazy. Like it's not like this isn't a situation where he's going to be able to get a good lawyer and get out of it. He's going to mess around, end up doing some jail time.
Well, okay, let's talk about like if he is going to take the Hector. Well, he'll be about to take the. Well, I hope so. The Hector Garcia fight. Now, I've been talking about this like literally religiously until like my mouth is dry. because I just feel that this is such a potential banana skin for Tank. Hector Garcia beat the brakes off of Chris Colbert, dropped him, gave him his first L. He's an Olympian, I think golden Olympian. He fights like a Cuban, even though he's from Dominican Republic, but he fights like a Cuban because he's kind of like, he's very technically sound, fundamentally sound, but he has power. He has a degree. He's big for the weight. He's 5'9", if my memory serves me correct. So he's going to move up to 135 to fight Tank. I don't know why they just don't fight at 140. Listen, when this guy rehydrates, it's going to be a wrap. I know they're trying to make it so they can see where Tank is with Ryan Garcia, because not only that this guy has the same surname, that's just actually crazy, but they're the same dimensions. So Ryan Garcia's coming down for a catch rate of 136. Makes no sense to me. Don't ask me. If you can make 136, you can make 135. But hey, so this geezer's coming up because naturally this geezer, I'm telling you, this Hector Garcia, he could fight at welter. Easy. He could fight at welterweight. So I want to see this fight for me. In my opinion, this fight for me is much more intriguing at the minute, at where we're at, than with Ryan Garcia. I have to see this. Like, I have to buy this fight. Whatever it costs, I've got to buy it because I've got to do my own work. I need to see how Tank looks with this guy because he could get outboxed. He could get dropped easily. If this guy is still in the ring after round 7, he's won. I'm telling you.
Fair assessment.
Unanimously. Maybe it'd be, and if Tank wins, it'll be via robbery, via a split decision.
Yeah. He's not the Hector. Like, he ain't going. He's not getting a because, I mean, like, of all the robberies that happen, it takes the cake with PBC cards. I mean, like, their robberies be outlandish sometimes. So yeah, I agree with you there. I mean, it's like, the only way Hector Luis Garcia wins is by KO or stoppage.
Yeah.
Hector Garcia, this is the funny part, low key, how high I am on him. This might be potentially the best opponent that Gervonta's ever fought.
It is.
It's easily, and the crazy part is a lot of people are like, I hear people saying stuff about, if you think this is a dangerous fight. This is definitely one of the fights where they would say, "Oh, it's high risk, low reward." Nobody knows who Hector Garcia is. This guy, to me, I give him more of a billing than I probably give fucking Ryan Garcia, to be honest. Like, this is a very potentially deadly fight for him, man. He could lose this fight. He could get easily outboxed and outclassed. And it's like, it's crazy that he's like, I don't know if they really think this is like a cakewalk for him, or this is a cat. I don't know, but this is like all wrong if you're trying to think you're potentially setting up a next fight for him, because he can easily lose this fight.
This is his best. That's a good thing that you said. This is his best competitor. I'll be competitor, whatever. This is his best competitor. People may not know who he is. He came onto the scene, and I was like, "Who's this? This guy made Chris Colbert, and Chris Colbert's tiny. At the end of the day, Chris Colbert is natural 130 pounds.
By the way, Chan, did you see the Colbert fight? Did you see that fight? You saw it, right? You remember in the championship rounds how
Colbert ran.
I'm not gonna say he quit, but he made him tap out mentally. He made him tap.
What do you mean you're not gonna say quit? He quitted.
Okay, I'm all right. Yeah, he did. He didn't
officially quit. But
mentally he tapped out. He tapped out mentally.
Yeah, he ran. He stayed on the outside. He went gun shy. Didn't want to throw any shots because that geezer has got power. Geezer's 5'9".
In the championship round, Chris, he didn't want to be there. He clearly did not. He didn't want no more part of it.
It was sad as well because it's like, bro, you're just quitting. Like, bro, fight back. There was nothing. He thought I might get dropped again. That's what it was. he thought he was going to get dropped again. That guy come with like I can't remember what shot it was because he's
it was a left, straight left hand.
Yeah.
Kind of
okay, yeah. That just dropped. Bam,
Yeah.
down he went, and that just surprised everybody.
Yeah. So
he low key ended his career that night. That's exactly what he did. Like nobody takes Cobra serious about nothing anymore because it's bad enough if you get outboxed, but at least if you fight, the way it was worse than surviving. It's like, dude, like, do you know you're still in a fight? Do you still actually want to win? Like that knockdown, I think happened earlier in the fight. He just. I don't like saying people ran, but that's a run. He ran, he quit.
I mean, at times I thought Hector was about to knock his ass out because he was taking it to him.
By you, I run faster. I'm not a survivor, but I'm gonna make it.
And I run so far away.
Yeah, he ran.
It was bad.
Yeah, wishing you the best. Yeah.
Then he went on to beat Gutierrez and take the WBA belt, and he's the champ there.
Huh?
And then after that fight, after Luis Garcia, he went on to beat Gutierrez.
Gutierrez, yeah, that's right.
And beat him for his belt, became the champ. Yeah.
Coming off he's 2 wins. Took one. Come on, Tank Davis. You better be careful.
By the way, Chan, you know what? This is off top, but this match is kind of parallel to TL's fight with Sandor Martin. You heard about that? That Sandor Martin is going to step in to replace Pedraza.
Listen, upset impending.
Thank you. It's parallel. These two matches are parallel. Like they're facing very risky opponents.
When you're getting the Spaniards and the Latino coming in, this is the problem. You get the Spaniards, and I'm talking about Spaniards from Spain, and then you get the Mexican stands in, a la Lara. Yeah, it's game over for these guys. They better be training for all sorts. Because, I mean, Teofimo Lopez, Sandor Martin.
Martin, yep. That's what I was thinking of.
Yeah.
That was somebody they thought they were going to pull off the heap, and he just outboxed him.
Didn't he fight Mikey Garcia or Sandor Martin?
Yeah, he basically finished Mikey Garcia.
He retired after that. He didn't fight after that. Yeah. I mean, these are potential banana skins, mate. Banana peels, skins, whatever you call them. Teofimo, your second fight at 140, you better hope that you get through this. What happened?
He stood a better chance with Pedraza.
So what happened to Pedraza?
I think COVID related issues. I'm not sure. I got to check. But he, just maybe I think he pulled out due to illness. I think. I'm not too sure.
Damn. A lot of these pullouts.
Yeah, but I'll double check. I'll find out. I'll see if I can find out.
Yeah, and then they replace them. You're from Iran. Let's see what you got to say. Shouts out to Param. I'm from Iran. LadyChann, I'm making ackee and saltfish for the first time. Wish me luck. There's no food like Jamaican food. Much love. Shouts out to you. Hopes at Param. I hope you're making the ackee and salt. I haven't made ackee and saltfish for a minute. You've made me straight. It's expensive to buy the ackees, like £5 for the tin, just for a tin of ackee, because it has to be imported only from Jamaica, because ackee doesn't grow anywhere else but on the ackee tree in Jamaica. And it's Jamaica's national dish, ackee and saltfish. And it's great with some rice. And oh, you made me hungry now. Greedy. I'm greedy. I need to eat. But yeah, shouts out. Just make sure you don't smash the ackee. So when you're stirring, kind of just, fold the saltfish in. Because otherwise you want the ackee to retain its form. Looks like scrambled egg, but you don't want it in little bits. You want it kind of like, and you enjoy it better. And season it up with some Scotch bonnet, salt, pepper, all-purpose, bit of paprika. You're good to fucking go. Yeah, shouts out to Jamaica. Yeah, you love saltfish. I love salt. Yeah, I haven't had it for. I think my mum. Last time I had it was at my mum's. I've been lazy. I need to. Well, I haven't been lazy because I've been cooking, and so I've put on quite a bit of weight. But I'm gonna make some ackee and saltfish. because Aki and Saltfish isn't fattening. It really isn't. So, you know, shouts out to Aki and Saltfish. But you know, turned into the cooking show, didn't it? But shouts out to you, Parham. Thank you for joining me. I've never seen your name before, so I take it that you are a new subscriber. Thank you for subscribing, because this is on subscriber only on the chat, so you had to subscribe. But thank you very much. Let me know how the Aki, hit me up on Instagram and let me know how the Aki, post it up or something. Let me see how this Aki and Saltfish did turn out. All right. So Tank versus Hector Garcia, crazy. Sandor Martin and Teofimo Lopez. But who would you put Teo with? Like, if it, you know, he's got to raise his game. He's the next champ. He's coming into 140. I guess, like, you know, is this? That's not acclamation. Where does tell me, where does Sandor Martin rank in the rankings? AJ, can you pull that up or something? Can you let me know?
Give me a second. Yep, stand by.
Thank you. Yeah, Ryan loses to Combe. Sammy Ali in the building. What up, Sammy?
The Sandor Martin fight. It's a bad style matchup for Tio. He hasn't fought a lot of movers, for people who, like, you know, he hasn't fought a lot of boxers or guys who give him movement. So, you know, he's usually, you know, he's not really a combination puncher. He's just like a counter puncher, and he kind of waits for guys to make mistakes. But with Sandor, he's going to be on his feet, moving like pretty much the whole time, and like he's not going to really give Tio time to set or just, you know, or get off. So like I can see, yeah, he could lose this fight, man. I mean, it's a banana skin for sure. He could lose too.
Yeah. Would you say this is a 50-50 fight then?
Yes, 100%, 100%.
When's that fight?
December 10th.
December 10th. And where's that going to be on? ESPN, is that?
Plus, yeah, I'm assuming. So.
Plus. That's Sky for us then. December 10th. Will I go live? I could go. Is Tio the main event, is he?
Oh yeah, he's the main for that card. Yeah.
What's the undercard saying? Is that published?
Hold on. Let's see. Oh wow. Yeah, it's stacked. It's stacked, man.
Yeah, probably. It's stacked.
We got Jared Anderson on there, Xander Zayas, Keyshawn Davis, Tiger Johnson.
I'll go live. Oh, that's stacked.
Yeah, Jahi Tucker, Bruce Carrington. Oh yeah, but they got all the prospects on this.
Oh, okay, yeah, I'll definitely go.
All they missing is Richard Torres. I wish they'd have thrown him on it.
What the heavyweight?
Yeah. It's only missing him.
Yeah. I'm surprised he's not on the card, actually.
Yeah, me too. I mean, yeah, I hope they squeeze him in, man.
Yeah, they may do. That's
a good ass card.
Yeah, that's a good. That is
nice.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, nice. And that fight is a WBC eliminator too. So
that is a good card. I'll go live for that, AJ.
Nice.
Yeah, I'll go live for that.
And also we have Josh Warrington getting upset by Luis Alberto Lopez.
I feel that as well, you know.
I told you, I'm telling you, I think Lopez is going to beat Josh. I'm telling you.
I feel that as well.
Yeah.
Another.
I think Lopez is going to knock him out.
What's his full name? The Lopez guy.
Luis Alberto Lopez.
Luis Alberto.
He's been making noise, man, in his past few fights, man, and causing a lot of upsets.
Because listen,
he upset Gabriel Flores. Remember, I think he took his oath. I think his unbeaten record.
Shit, Luis Alberto Flores. Let me find him on
Lopez.
Last name Lopez. I mean Lopez. Yeah. Let me get on Google, because Eddie, since he left Sky, he's got a new matchmaker, and that matchmaker's getting him in trouble.
I mean, this is a man. I mean, this guy's Josh's mandatory challenger, so you know.
Yeah.
So he's got to fight.
He's a Mando, so
he's a Mando, so he has to fight this guy. So.
Jeez, what is he defending his IBF strap? Then is he?
Yep.
Oh, so let me share this with you so you can have a look at this geezer.
Because you know the IBF, they'll strip him like they did Cordina. So
yeah, IBF will not come into play. Oh well, they're very selective of who they play with, though. I'm still waiting for them to strip Errol Spence, but I don't think they will. That seems to be paid for and secured. I think they had a little brown paper bag, to be fair.
Oh, wow, Martin's not even in the top 10 in the ring. He's
Is he not?
nah. I
You
think
Sandra
he
Martin? He's not. Or, no, he's
nope,
not. He's
nope.
not 10. Shit. What is he? Top 15? 20?
I would assume not top 10, but he's in the top 15 of the IBF rankings. He's 15 there. Then he's number 5 for the WBC, and he's number 11 for the WBA, and that's it. He's not ranked by the WBO. Oh no, he is. Sorry, he's ranked number 6 in the WBO. Okay, so
Oh, okay. So
yeah, so
you could say
those are decent ratings. Those are the top 10 guy.
He's top 10.
Top 10. Yeah.
Okay, so Alberto Lopez, he's a 4-star fighter, 4-star rating. That's good. Mexico,
Decent knockout percentage. Look at all the knockouts.
Yeah, 15. Coming by way of knockout. 29. Banana. Skip that. I think I've got a virus. This fucking look what it's doing. My computer said to me, "Do you really want to go on this because it looks like there's viruses on there?" And I overruled it. Objection, overruled, Your Honor. I did it.
Yeah.
Now it looks like it's fucking up. All these fucking shits popping up. It never does that on Box Rec. What's happened? What's happened? It's crazy. Fucking hell, look, it's just doing it's doing the most at the minute, mate. Doing the most. So, all right. So, look, I can't even get rid of. Let me live, please. Let me live. Thank you. Oh God. So I'm just looking at. Okay, so yeah, he fights Josh Warrington. Just having a look at the Rexall box.
The Yason Vargas. I saw the Yason Vargas fight. That was on the undercard of Manuel Navarrete's last fight. He took out the guy in 2 rounds, stopped him to the body. Then Raul Chirino saw that. Then Isaac Lowe. I saw that fight. That was actually an IBF eliminator. He went to York Hall and stopped him in 7 rounds.
Okay, Isaac Lowe. Yeah.
Stopped him in 7 rounds with to the body as well. Isaac Lowe. He was undefeated.
Yeah.
Took Gabriel Flores' outpointed him. Oh yeah, I saw that.
I don't know why the Alexa thing's talking. Well, no one said nothing. It does that, man. Then things are hacked. They're like watching you. Gabriel Flores, 20-0. Hang on. He beat Flores, right?
Took his yep.
Yeah. You do. Just having a Luke. Luke Skywalker. Not that many. No. Luis Cueto Hernandez. Okay. Okay. I was just having a look. Everyone's called Hector. It's crazy. Gonna have to get some imagination for some of these names because
it's about to be Mauricio Lara all over again.
It's a Lara. That's what I was. Because when you look at Lara's record, it's the same.
Yeah. And look what he did to Josh.
Mashed him up, mate. Yeah.
That's something you can't really go by what you see on paper. You never know. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You don't.
Because with these Mexicans, man, it's like it's a dice roll with these Mexicans and Argentinians. You know,
these Mexican fighters, mate. So I would assume I've not done any tape on this geezer. I think I've seen him fight once.
I think I've sent you some of his stuff, Chan. I can resend it if you want. So
I think I've seen him. Come forward, normal, the Mexican style, right? Come forward, pressure fire.
Yeah, somewhat, but he can box a little. He's a mover too, as well.
Mover.
And he's kind of slick. He's shown some slickness in his last fight, so he's kind of like a little bit of everything, I'd say.
Yeah.
And he's got decent power too, as well. And like he's got a really good body attack because he's actually got a lot of knockouts to the body.
So he's never been stopped. So he's lost on points twice.
Yeah.
Split decision. Okay, yeah, he can box then. I mean, anybody that goes the distance, usually in my opinion, and then they lose on a split decision, shows that they can box because one judge thought you won. So, okay. And then what I wanted to do is go on to Josh Warrington's and then via Lara's. Go to Kiko Martinez. Yeah, I wanted to go to this guy. He's been stopped once though, Lara.
Man, if I was gonna post that in the chat, I looked for that fight, and it was in a round that he got stopped.
He got stopped in one round.
Yeah, to the body. So I forgot the guy who did it, but yeah, it was he. Even though he got up and beat the count, I think the fight could have been. I think it was stopped prematurely. It could have went on. Yeah, I believe.
See, Elliot
But
Chavez.
the Chavez guy dropped him to the body in the first round, and yeah, I think he beat the count, but the ref stopped it too soon. I think he jumped. It might have been a premature stoppage.
Yeah.
But I'll find it and I'll send it in the chat.
Mm-hmm. Israel Robles. Okay. Eduardo. See, that's your name in Spanish, Edward.
Eduardo.
Eduardo. See.
ED. Yeah.
Eduardo. Yeah. Might start calling you Eduardo.
Right.
But when I say Edward, it sounds because it's quite British. It is a British name. So when a British person's saying it, you hear how it really is supposed to be said, Edward. Because you're hearing Americans always say it. Yeah, you're hearing that how the proper.
They say it so incorrectly. They think it's spelled with an O. I'm like, oh
Edward. Yeah, because we've had kings that are that, that are named that, Prince Edward. Oh, did you fall out, mate? You dropped out, didn't you?
My phone is tripping today. I don't know what the hell's going on with it.
I've got a virus on it. I'm going to be upset after we was talking about viruses. Everything is popping up and I can't get rid of it. When I get rid of it, something else pops up. Okay, so yeah, look. I was just looking at his thing. Yeah, so it's similar to the other geezer, basically, is what I'm saying. And he demolished Josh Warrington and then Josh Warrington headbutted him in the second fight, so that could get called off. So I just hope this other geezer really wipes the floor with Josh Warrington.
Oh yeah, he knows. He's spoken about Josh. He's spoken about Josh's dirty tactics, and he said if he tries to do that, he's going to knock him out.
Oh, well, please do. And I know I'm British, and I'm supposed to.
He knows. Yeah, he knows. He's well aware. He's well aware.
On this fight, I'm Mexicano. I'm Mexicana. On this fight, trust me. I'll all love the Mexican flag. right, traitor. Right, traitor in this one. I don't care, mate. Like, yeah, I'm not. I don't like Josh Warrington. I'm not really on him. I don't like his dirty tactics. I don't like his fighting. I don't like the whole Kid Galahad malarkey and all of that. It's just not one of my. It's not one of my guys.
I hear you.
Yeah, he's just not. So I wouldn't mind seeing him get beat.
And he knowingly avoided Lara for a third fight. He did. I don't want to hear it from anybody.
Yeah, exactly.
He ran from Lara for a third fight.
Yeah, he did. They knew that geezer's just had his number. It was just no point.
Because they could have made that fight any time. They really could have. They could have did a third fight.
Yeah. But didn't Lara then have to my box race was it in Spanish? No, my box
No, I didn't see any Spanish. I don't think.
No, it's not. It's in English. Do you know why it looks Spanish? Because the people are Spanish. It's Mexicans at his fault. It's Mexican, so. But I mean, the names are Spanish, but everything that's other than the names are English. Meaning it's in English. Maybe that's why you made me think maybe that's why I had a different box rec up and had all the pop-ups. Ad block plus CHANN free. I need that. I don't know. I didn't, but my box rec doesn't usually do that. Even the box rec on my phone don't do that. But this is PC. But I always look up box rec with you lot on my show. Do you ever see them ads popping up religiously?
Yeah. Well, not on your show, but it happens on my phone. Like if I don't use my browser, because it does that. It show a little advertising. It'd be almost unusable, and then it'll freeze it up. So you might want to scan your computer when you get done messing around with that thing. And probably malware or something like that.
See, it doesn't do it on my phone. Shouts out to iOS. When you lot with your Android phone, all you're dealing with is pop-ups galore. That's why I can't deal with no Android phone. This is pissing me off. Every minute pop-ups. Yeah, I'm gonna have to sort that out. It looks like I've got a virus. I'll be very upset. I'm gonna just have to scan it. It's annoying. But there was something else that I wanted to say. Yeah, Warrington, hope you get your ass kicked.
By the
Who
way,
else?
Ebony Bridges is fighting on that card too. Shannon O'Connell for mandatory.
For what strap is she? Has she got again?
IBF.
She IBF as well. I saw them having a right back and forth.
Her and her opponent.
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't like each other.
It's O'Connell and Bridges.
Yep.
Yeah. Two Aussies. They was going back and forth. I mean, everybody seems to say that Ebony Bridges has got too big for her britches.
Yeah, I'd agree.
Yeah,
partly.
they're saying that she's going a bit arrogant, and on Twitter they're really attacking her. And I've heard that they Red Snapper, Lisa, stop! Why are you lot all talking about food? You lot are killing it. I'm so hungry.
So hungry.
So hungry now. I am literally so hungry. I only had. Do you know what? I've only had today. I've only eaten bran flakes with warm cashew milk. That's all I've had today. So yeah, that's why I'm probably.
I had breakfast and a smoothie.
Yeah, I should make a smoothie and have to eat. I'm gonna make a banana and.
God, it gets exhausting though, man. Just making them every day.
Yeah, it tastes nice. And if you put some oats in them as well, then it's like almost like a meal replacement. But
I used to do that. Yeah, I used to just combine some oatmeal with my smoothies. Yeah, and just do that.
Still puts a bit of weight on you and keeps some weight. Yeah, it depends. However, if you want to lose weight, drop the oats. But oats are good for slow release energy throughout the day. So yeah, good. Who else is on the agenda? Who else is? What other fights there is? Because there was another fighter. What's happening with Devin Haney? Any news on him? Because
nothing yet. I've heard it. Yeah.
10 minutes. Nothing with Devin Haney. Nothing with Lomachenko.
Nothing new, unfortunately.
I've heard it's in the works, but according to whispers, but nothing else than that. So
they're trying to determine what platform, how they're going to market. I mean, how they're going to distribute it.
Yeah.
Because it's not a. They're saying clearly. I mean, I'm sorry. Lomachenko was never a pay-per-view fighter, so they're trying to figure out
it's going to
how
be
they're going to distribute it.
Oh, it was on pay-per-view. I still pay for it.
Yeah, but I'm sure Bob said it's going to be on ESPN. Is it not?
Yeah.
Yeah, and we'll just
probably put it on there for free. So
we'll have it on Sky.
They're trying to put it on a day where it doesn't run up against like college football or some shit like that, because then
muy interesante. Okay, and then also we've got who's Shakur? What's Shakur doing?
Good question. Not sure. He put out some very questionable tweets. I'm not sure what he means by those.
Well, he said that I'm back on it now because I think he had to acknowledge that he weren't on it as much. He slipped off a little bit, girlfriends, baby, and being young and being at events and stuff. But he has tweeted. I don't know the one that you use. I saw the one that he's saying that basically he's back in the gym, and there's nothing like being back in the gym or something.
I think Zepeda was trying to call him out, said that he would fight him.
Oh yeah, he did. Yeah,
because Isaac Cruz is trying to avoid that with a 10-foot. Isaac Cruz a buster. Some of the stuff he said, I'm like, yo, he's like he'll lose in a boring fight, which basically means you can't catch him. You're gonna get your ass whooped.
Yeah,
so
that's what it is. Yeah,
how embarrassing.
And he did say to Zepeda, like, if you want to bet your house on that, you'll be homeless. And for me, losing to you. Shakur is so confident. That's what I do love about him. He's confident in his skills because Shakur, he's elite. He is elite. He's an elite fighter. Definitely. So
he's fought way better dudes. I mean, just I removed Haney from that because Haney fought everybody that would fight him, but he's fought like when you compare him and they like talk about he's fought. His competition right now, he has some of the best wins at lightweight, period. And then he's willing to go into the next, immediately go into the next fight with some undefeated guys that people are high on. Isaac Cruz, he made his name off having a close fight with Gervonta Davis, and he doesn't want nothing to do with that.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, he said, yeah. So who's he fighting then, Cruz? He's like.
I don't know. Probably another takeover. They'll probably stick him on the one of these PPC cards so we can see him again with another no hoper or something. Who knows?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he gonna slowly start becoming the next Santa Cruz because there's no the cabinet is bare at the PVC. Who are you fighting? Like we all know, if you want the fights, they're at top rank. So if you're sitting over there in PVC, you're just floating away doing showcase fights. Like I promise you. So it's I don't know. Isaac Cruz starting it. He's like I said, saying shit like that, man. I don't know. You gonna have to show me some again now because that just sounds scary. That sounds like some punk shit.
Yeah. Fuck. I've put out the link so anybody can join now. Like for the last, may do. If anybody joins now, I'll go 20 minutes. If they don't, I'll wrap in about 10 because I can think of a couple things. I've had quite a good, calm, controlled panel. I've enjoyed today's show.
Thank God.
I know. I feel like I've been boring. You look. It's been so chilled. I think I've been.
You're never boring.
Huh? But I
You're
have
never
enjoyed.
boring.
But I feel like I have. But I have enjoyed it. By the way, I'm just in a more chilled out mood. I think that's what it is. So I don't want it to come across as that I've been bored. I've actually enjoyed. I'm just going through the comments. I've actually thoroughly enjoyed the
It was
show.
just a deflating week, and it's just like
You're really not much to talk about. Not a lot happened.
Yeah.
So.
And so whenever you're talking about future matchup, but a lot of breakdowns was good. So I mean, I think it was perfect. So
Yeah, we did. We have did some good breakdowns. What? Oh yeah, I know what I've got to do. I know what I've got to do. I tell you what. Shouts out to Champ Ross and the results today in the Buddhism. So let me wait. Let me see. Who do I have to applaud? Hang on. Un momento, por favor.
Stand by.
Stand by. I know. Stand by. Okay. I'm reloaded. Am I reloaded? I am reloaded. Okay. Shouts out to Toby Bartlett, though. Okay. So, in this week's picks, King of King comes in at number 4. Then we have, I only read out top 20, Then we have LadyChann that just makes it in at number 19 in the Buddhism. Then we have, let's go to the overalls. And I'll just tell everybody's place on the overalls. Overall, with 636 points, we have Eduardo, a.k.a. Edward, a.k.a. King of Kings, a.k.a. KOK, at number 1, numero uno in el edificio.
How the hell does you keep playing so high?
No, AJ, what did you say? How the hell does he make it like that?
How the hell does he keep placing so high? Like, he gets so high every week.
Because he's good at what he does.
I know my boxing, brother. One day you
really
will
do.
learn.
Yeah, he does. You see, he does. He does. And then we'll go to AJ all day, who is overall with 542 points, number 19 in the competition. So you're 542 points. You better do well, because I'm only just behind. Even though I'm at number 28, I'm 517 points. So I'm not too far from you, LadyChann in the competition.
That's right. Take over, LadyChann.
Catch up, right?
I think what caught me up, I did really good the last two, not this week, the last 2 weeks. I think it was at 3 or something. So I think
Shouts out to us. Doing well in the competition.
Yeah.
I mean, Eduardo seems to be numero uno, siempre. Yeah, you're always number 1, ain't ya? So
That's right. It was just like 3-4 weeks running now. So
yeah. Hi, Mark.
What's up, Chan? You okay?
What's up?
What's up? You good? You okay, AJ?
Yeah, we good. We're in the building.
Yeah.
We're here. Anything you want to chime in about?
I've actually really enjoyed just listening to the show tonight.
It has
Like
been
you
good.
say, the weekend's boxing was a bit flat.
Yeah.
I actually enjoyed Kenny Ken's football breakdown more than the boxing talk tonight.
Yeah. Yeah, that was good, wasn't it? Because I said
Yeah, I
last
enjoyed it.
be the boxing. I mean the World Cup correspondent because that's what he
Yeah.
does. That's what he does besides from boxing as well. So he's got a really big fan base on Twitter and Instagram where he does breakdowns on the footy as well. So shouts out to him. Yeah. So give him his slot.
And
He's a great guy.
the,
Really got a lot of
the only thing, the only fight I'm interested in the weekend, I think, is it a UK thing or is it in America? Is there no buzz for Parker Ryder? For me, that's the best fight of the weekend, the most competitive fight of the weekend.
Yeah, what do you think about that? Who do you think? You did say it in the comments. Who do you think wins?
Yeah, I fancy Ryder, but it's on a Warren show, so he's got no chance on the cards. So
Yeah.
if I had to put my money on it, I'd say Parker points.
Parker points.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If it was if it was a matchroom show, I'd say Ryder wins, but it's not. So it's a Warren show, isn't it? So
No, I think I'm going with John Ryder.
I hope so. I love John. I hope so.
Jay, would you say it's a 50-50 fight?
Who are you not going with?
I
think I'd have to go with John Ryder.
I got Parker. I'll go with Parker.
You've got Parker. I'm going to have to
Ryder.
Points. Oh, I'm going with John Ryder. That's
Sorry, Chan. I think Parker gets a lot more buzz than he needs. If you actually look at his record, let's be honest, it's quite padded. He's not really fought anybody, is he?
No, but
we're going off eye test now. He's been knocking out C-class fighters.
I know what they're planning to do with him. I know.
Which is what?
He wants that to be for Canelo. And that would be a big mega fight in the UK. So
how would that work? How would Warren get him a fight with Canelo if he's with Eddie?
No, Jack Ryder's John.
Oh, sorry, I thought you meant if Parker won. Sorry, you meant Ryder, yeah.
So I know that because Eddie keeps talking about he wants him to fight Canelo. So I'm going with him just by hook and crook. I just think that he's got to win.
If that's the case as well, like you're saying, and Ryder knows that, he must be pretty confident to take this fight because he could just sit on his hands and wait for Canelo and May, couldn't he?
Yeah, because this is a tough fight. This is a 50-50 fight. We'll pull up Parker's. Let me pull up Parker's resume. I'll pull up Parker's resume. Does Zach spell it with a CH at the end?
I'm not sure, to be honest with you.
Yes, DH, yeah. That's correct.
There he is. No, he does. Yeah, he does. Yeah, he does. Okay, let me give you lot this. Let's give you this.
What are you searching, chat? Sorry, what are you searching? Did anybody know what the Cepeda and Prograde fight is on in the UK on Saturday? Is it on Fight TV or what?
It's on. What? Let me check actually because it is on Fight. Let me check how much it is. It's probably going to be like a fucking tenner or something, isn't it? Like
if it's a tenner, I don't know. And tenner's fuck all, is it?
Oh, I need to re-download the app. Yeah, I need space on my phone. I need to throw some stuff on another phone because this is telling me that your iPhone is, even though I've bought more storage, I've bought the most that you can have. They should have SD cards for this. There, is that it there? Cepeda, there it is. $12.99. And that's going to be...
Is that a full card, is it? Like, or is it like a 1 a.m. you get like 2 fights and then the main fight sort of thing?
main thingy. Let me check on Google because it's not telling me when it.
Because that's what pisses me off sometimes with Fight TV in the UK. We don't get the full card, do we? We get like a couple of fights.
Sometimes you do. Sometimes you don't. Well, it says 2 a.m. So I think that'll be some of the card, wouldn't it? And then there will be the main event, I would assume, at about 4.
Yeah.
But I'm going to buy it. I'll buy it now then. And then I'll just put it on my... it'll just go on my telly because I've got those apps on my TV. So
yeah, I have. I'm buying it. I'm definitely buying it.
I can watch it. You can watch it. That's the good thing with Fight.
On your TV, yeah.
Okay.
Put it on your smart. I'll put it on my Fire Stick. I find the apps work better on my Fire Stick than they do on my smart TV. They run bad.
Purchased. Okay, so that's purchased. We got that then. I don't think I'm going live. I know Mal's going live. No, I won't. I'm not going live for this. I'm not going live for this, guys. So don't ask. Yeah, I'm not going live.
It's okay. Which card you going live for though? You going live for Dillian's?
Like Dillian White. I'm going to go live for Teofimo Lopez.
Okay.
And possibly Warrington and Lopez maybe as well.
Gotcha.
What's that? That's December 3rd, isn't it? Warrington Lopez.
The 10th.
That I'll go live for Tank and Hector as well. Live for that. Yeah, I'll there's going to be I'll do about 4 lives and then I'm going to go live for Fury just because of views lot, like just being just trying to be a content creator, really and truly. Fury, Chisora. Shouts out to Chisora. I do like Chisora though. So I'll go live for that. So whoever wants to tap in with me on that.
I'm not buying that.
Yeah, how much is that in the States? Just stream it. Just stream it.
What this? Which fight?
The Fury
against Chisora.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna skip that. I'm not gonna watch that.
I'm not buying that. It'd be 25 quid in the UK, Chan, wouldn't it? It'd be 24.95.
19.99. Just check. It's 19.99.
I'll catch the highlights. So
it's not the money; it's the principle for me.
Stream it.
I'm not even doing that. I'm not even doing that.
Okay. It's principle. To me, it's a joke fight. It's just wrong.
It is. Let me see. Hold on. There's no momentum for it anyway. Here.
No.
Nobody.
Have the tickets sold out? Because Warren keeps saying it's all about sold out, but are they all on StubHub? Or they're all resales?
Anything that comes up about that fight, like the little bits of Tyson Fury that gets suggested on my thing, I just wave over it. I don't want to hear what he's got to say. I don't want to hear what his stupid dad's got to say. I don't want to hear what his stupid Love Island brother's got to say. I skip them all.
I mean, when he knocks out Derek, I can only just see his family saying, "Oh yeah, he's the best heavyweight of all time." That or this and that. You know what I mean?
I told you, your bum dosses, your sausages. I told you I'm the best of the era. You put me up there with Ali.
His last interview, I don't know who it was with, about 2 days ago. Fury did a big interview with a big network, and he said, and to sell the fight, he did the usual thing. I've got to fight Anthony Joshua before my career's over, or it'll be a big waste.
Calling back out Joshua. Go suck your blood clot people, man. We ain't got
this
time.
Is off.
Joshua, I know you want legacy. Don't matter if people say you ducked. Don't fight Tyson Fury. He thinks he can call you, and when he wants to move on galang, man. Move your blood clot. We ain't got time for this shit. Ain't it on BT box office, this Derek Chisora thing? So why is it not telling me that it's there?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So that's why I thought it'd be $24.95.
No, I heard it's $19.99, but on my phone I can't see
it's
it.
too far out though, isn't it? Obviously they haven't opened up the pay-per-view yet, so you only get like a news story for it. You couldn't purchase it yet or pre-order it, surely.
Okay, that's why it's not coming up on my
too far out, isn't it?
Box office. Maybe it's too far away, yeah. Damn. Can you guys see this then? What was I looking at? What was this geezer? Okay, Zach Parker.
Zach Parker's record we're looking at, weren't we?
So 22 wins, 16 coming by way of knockout. It's a tall lad, 6 foot.
He's big.
Yeah.
I think John Ryder's like 5'8", if that. I think,
Yeah,
or
John Ryder.
5'9". He's short. Yeah, John Ryder's short. It's kind of like a stumpy guy.
Yeah. Sword and Knight Derbyshire, and then Sword and Coat Derbyshire, and then Woodfield resides in Woodfield, Derbyshire. Cool. 74-inch reach. Look at this. Viruses. Marcus Morrison.
Chan, just do what I said to you a minute ago. Just put AdBlock Plus on your laptop.
Did you say
download it now? It's free.
Did you send me a link or something?
No, just if you just go into your settings on your browser, click on the right hand side, and add AdBlock Plus. Simple.
I'm gonna have to do that but this is new for me. I pull up Box Rec for you lot all the time on my show, and I don't have this. So I don't. This time when I went to pull it up, it said to me, "Oh, we can detect viruses on this site."
Yeah, but when it's saying viruses, it detects like things that you wouldn't really consider viruses, as in cookies and pop-ups. They're not really viruses. So for me,
and then I ignored it. So.
The AdBlock Plus would sort that out. But also, if I don't know how many Android devices have you got?
Just this, on my telly.
Just your phone and your telly,
One
or
laptop,
your laptop.
The others are Macs and Apples.
I was going to say because that for me that AdBlock Plus is brilliant, but I've got a virus protection that I use. But you can have it for up to 10 devices, and I've only got 6, and I share the others. I'll give 2 to my brother and 2 to my sister-in-law. I pay £80 a year for Norton.
Yeah. No, Norton antivirus does that as well. McAfee does it as well. Probably give it to. I might just have to buy it. Just buy a.
The AdBlock Plus you can get. I can show you how to do it. Off channel, whatever. It's easy to do. That's free.
You want to show me how to do it now, then?
Yeah, if you want. If you go to the top, you've got the 3 icons top right.
Yeah.
Go into there. Go into settings.
Okie dokes.
And then go to. I'm just looking.
What did you see?
History, find. Go to tools and more tools, and it'll offer you. It's called add-ons. Go to tools and add-ons.
Where's tools? You mean system? Where's tools?
No, I'll try and show it. Hang on a minute.
I think there's tools. No tools.
Extensions.
There we go.
Go to extensions.
Telling me I've got all of these things. There's extensions. Yeah.
Yeah, go in there, and then there'll be a search bar. And if you put in there AdBlock Plus free, and then it'll just download AdBlock Plus. Just put that in the search engine.
No results found, mate. None. Sorry, don't have it.
How do you spell it? AdBlock.
Is it one word?
No, 2 words. AdBlock, then plus.
No. Doesn't have it.
It doesn't have it.
Well, I can see it. My screen's being shared, so you can see what I'm doing.
You see mine? That's on my PC.
No.
You can't find it on yours, no?
No, look, you can see. I can't see it. Look, you can see. Look, add block. It says no, nothing there. Mi hermano. Nada. Zero. No, it's not there. So Shani can't have it. It's cool. It says I've got McAfee or something. I don't know what that is. Web Advisor. I'll do it later. Who cares? I'll do it later. I'll find out how to do something.
McAfee's a virus software like Norton. It's not an ad block thing. I'll look on my phone later, Chan, and I'll find the best free ad blocker for an Android phone, and I'll send you the link.
Send me the link. Yeah, Tom.
All right, mate.
Yeah, I'd appreciate that. Yeah, I would appreciate that because I can't be having all these fucking blocks.
No, it's a pain in the ass, isn't it? That's the only thing about. Do you get it on your Fire Stick? If you're watching and I'll get those ads on my Fire Stick.
No.
On YouTube.
I've got an Amazon Fire Stick. No, I don't have the jailbroken one. I abide by the rules. I like my shit that works properly.
Yeah, I've got like Amazon Prime, which I paid for and stuff like that. But I'm saying if I put on YouTube on my Fire Stick, I'll get the ads because I haven't downloaded an ad blocker onto my. I should be. I'm lazy really, but I haven't put an ad blocker on my Fire Stick, so I'll get the ads on every YouTube video, which I don't get on my phone or my PC because I've got an ad block on it.
Mm. Yeah, no, my Fire Stick gives me no problems. None at all. What's everybody saying in the chat before I... Jedster, my brother in the building. I'm definitely going to study them both. Yeah, do that, sis. I haven't really watched any boxing for about a little minute. Oops. Where did I go? There. I actually left. Sorry. Yes, whatever. Sky Nicholson's better than Bridges. Yes, Sky Nicholson. Yeah.
Better boxer, but she ain't got no power.
Yeah. Yeah, but she's a good boxer. Everybody. She the one. Is Sky Nicholson from America or Australia?
Australia. She's Australian.
Yeah. She's a good boxer. But I don't know. I think, is there anything else that we ain't touched? Because I think we're at the 3 hour and 15 minutes. I've gone a little over, so I really just wrap.
No, we pretty much was pretty thorough. But everything else was just far out stuff that can be talked about another time.
Yeah. I am okay. So tomorrow we do have members only tomorrow with special guest Steve Kim tomorrow.
So brilliant.
We'll have him tomorrow for the members. Guys, if you want to join the members, check out the front of my page and it will tell you how to join. It just says join and you'll have access to members only lives, which I do, and I have a lot of fun on. Also I have special guests. Sometimes I do special guests on non-members, but I have special guests on the members as well. So yeah, we're going to have Steve Kim tomorrow. So join up if you want to see that.
What time is that going to be, Chan? UK time?
UK time, 10:30 p.m. 5:30 p.m. Eastern Standard for Steve. Yeah, for y'all. No, yeah. I like Steve. 10:30 for us. Yeah, 10:30 for us, Mark. Yeah.
I like Steve Kim. When he pops up on Julius's lives, he's always got a good insight and he's pretty balanced. I like him. He's an interesting guy.
One day, how I met him, I was just on Twitter. You know, Twitter, you can go live and do like live spaces. So I just did a live space. I thought, let me just try it and see who comes through, you know, like to talk about some boxing. And then Steve Kim came through and I saw him follow me and I thought, I wonder if that's him. So I looked and it was him. And then he come on the show there and he was talking. We was having a great conversation. That was months and months ago now, though. And I was meaning to get him on sooner rather than later, but, you know, everything happens in its time. And then he added me to a group on Twitter anyway, so I get all his updates and he always personally updates me, which is nice of him. So I just thought, oh, yeah.
That's where Circles thing, is it?
Yeah. So
I've got a couple of them.
Yeah, and he just updates. Also, he updates me about his 3 Knockout Rule podcast. So check that out as well with him and Mario Lopez. He updates me on that as well. But I think we could at one point we'll get Mario Lopez on as well. So we'll see. Maybe get a duo when they do their duo thing. But yeah, he'll be on tomorrow. And then on Wednesday we're doing a rewatch and point score with who's it? Zepeda Ramirez. Oh no.
Oh.
Yeah, so we're gonna rewatch and point score that. That is going to be check the community tab because I think that one's a bit early. Let me have a look. Luke Skywalker. Let me have a look. Hang on. I think that one is at. Come on. That is going to be at 7 p.m. UK. So that's 2 p.m. Eastern Standard, early. Because
Actually, Chan, I'll tell you what we haven't mentioned. We've got like loads of boxing Saturday, two cards in the UK, one in the US. But we've also got the boxers card on Sunday, haven't we? Which is all right.
Who's fighting?
It's what's he called from Bournemouth?
Who?
Oh, bloody hell. What's his bloody name? He left Matchroom.
And he said, I'm going to Sky because I want to have my fight in Bournemouth.
My hometown fight. Yeah, what's he called? Can't remember his bloody name now.
I forget his name. Is he fight? I forget. I know who you're talking about though. Yeah, he made a big song.
I'm just looking now. I'm having a look. I'll tell you, it's annoying me.
So have a look. Let me know. So yeah, that will.
Oh yeah, Sunday is the headliner is Azim v Charlton.
Who?
Adam Azim v Ryland Charlton, and you've got
one half of the brothers, isn't it? He's got a brother, right?
Yeah, and you got Richards v Shelley in Lowell v Jamieson. It's not the it's not the card I thought. It's not the cruiserweight or the light heavy, but you know what I mean. I think he's a week later.
Yeah,
can't think of his bloody name.
Yeah, but this is a decent little British.
Yeah, for a Sunday night, like
for Sunday night,
right, isn't it?
Yeah, I'll definitely, obviously, I'll tune into that. I wasn't aware, but yeah, thanks for telling me because I'll tune into that. I think I saw bits actually, but I'll tune into that Sunday boxing. So then we've got. So we got quite a nice run of play then.
We've got 4 cards, haven't we? We've got 2 UK cards Saturday.
Yeah.
1 from the US, and then Sunday we've got the Sky card. We've got 4 cards. It's a big weekend.
Yeah, it's a big weekend. Yeah. Am I going live? So hang on. Am I going live at all this weekend then? I am, aren't I? Hang on. This weekend is. Hang on. Who's this weekend? Because I'm confused. Who's fighting this weekend? That's December 10th. Warrington Lopez is not at the minute. Fury Chisora. Who's fighting this way? It's Prograis. Oh yeah, that's Prograis.
Prograis a payday. That's on Fight TV, isn't it, for us? 12 quid, you said.
Yeah, I bought that. Oh yeah, here's Outlaw Boxing.
Damn, Bilham Smith. Who was I was on about?
Chris Billiam Smith.
Yeah. Saturday, he's the 17th of December. He's fighting. He's got another home show in Bournemouth on the 17th.
That's my daughter's 23rd birthday. So it's December.
Yeah, he's going back to the same arena where he fought. It was a good fight, and he won, didn't he? I forget who it was now. Who did he fight?
I predicted for Chris Billiam Smith for the last fight that he beat the guy. I think he stopped. That went the distance. That was a hard fight. That was a good fight.
A good fight. I can't remember who was it. I can't remember who he fought now.
I forget who it was. You know, we watched quite a
good fight though, wasn't it?
Yeah, no. That was a good fight. It was a good fight. I picked Chris Billy. Yeah, that was a good fight. So
the brother, you know, you just said about Aziz is on Sunday. The brother's on the Bilham Smith card.
Adam.
He's fighting. He's on the 17th. He's fighting.
Adam, isn't it?
Rocky Fielding. That's the co-main against Rocky Fielding on the 17th.
Okay. So yeah, we got like loads with like fillers in and domestics and stuff as well. So Coolio and the motherfucking gang. So I'm just.
Sister. What's good?
Yeah, what's up, Jeddy? Yeah, just coming at the end. I'm wrapping.
What's going on, Bar? What's still Mark, lad?
We're just wrapping up. Yeah, I'm just
finished. Prograis a payday this weekend?
Yeah, I'm not going live for it though.
Yeah,
but
that's a good fight. AJ was telling me about that. I think that's this weekend.
That's on Fight TV. I just grabbed it, so I've got that. they'll send me a reminder. Make sure they'll
I
send me.
think that's the fight of the weekend, like on the world level, you know.
Yeah, I'm just thinking. No, I just wanted to see if I was absolutely going live for anything, but no, I'm not. Sunday, So the thing, the Mark, the car that you're talking about is this Sunday. I won't go
Yeah.
live for it. What I'll do is I may do a Twitter space or something like that or something.
I think it's an early start. It's a weird time, actually, Chan. I'm just looking again. My eyes deceive me. Then it's
Is it not? Is it an early start, like a 2 p.m.?
Yeah, it's 3 o'clock in the afternoon.
Yeah, I thought as much because it's Sunday. Because you know that people's got to go work on Monday, so they'll.
Yeah, 3 o'clock start. So obviously that's the prelims. So
Yeah.
the main focus will probably be like 7, 8 o'clock. It's an early card, isn't it?
Maybe the main. Yeah, maybe the main. Yeah, maybe the main 7, about 7, 8.
Yeah, 7 or 8 at most, I would say.
That's interesting. But that's going to be a good day though. But maybe on that day I'll just do like a Twitter space. A space on that one. I mean, everybody chop it up. I don't be on YouTube, but I'll do it.
And then you got Chocolito with Strata next weekend, the week after. You have to go live for that.
When's that? Definitely going for chicken and
yeah, that's December the 2nd, isn't it? Yeah, I think.
Yeah, I'm buzzing for that fight. I'm buzzing
not
for that
this weekend, the next.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Damn, it's a lot. Just trying to plan out what I've got to do as well. I've got to do some other stuff. I've got to do some music stuff as well, guys. So literally,
busy.
Yeah, I've got to record one more verse to finish something. Maybe I've got to do like for the thing that I put out today. I've got to, that's got first.
Yeah, in the studio system.
Yeah, and then a vid, and we're just trying to think. We're going to shoot the vid at this. We got to try and do this all before Christmas, but then it will be released probably because it's got to go through like PR teams and stuff when you do music. It's long and they do campaigns. So probably be a release end of January, beginning of February. I don't know, like something like that, and then leap off with an EP for the spring, and then like mixtape summer. Then work on an album. I've been out for so long. I've never actually been around for so long. I've never actually sat down and did an album. So I've got to do that as well. Probably end of the year, then to release that into 2024. So there's quite a lot.
A full album.
There's quite,
Yeah, a full album.
Yeah, an actual album. Yeah, I've never did an album. I've got loads of body of work, but I've never did an album. And then with
what's up, sister?
Yeah. So.
Congratulations.
But do you know what? It's quite a lot of pressure because I've had 2 critical acclaims for an album that I haven't even done yet by The Guardian, which is a publication here. For those that I don't know, The Guardian is
a post paper. It's a post paper, Chan. Come on.
Yeah, and little old me, they gave that to me 10 years ago. They was like, whenever she does an album, it's going to be it got 2 critical acclaims. That's crazy to get a critical acclaim on something that you haven't even done. So yeah,
and from a big respected broadsheet, that must have made you buzzing at the time. Must have.
It was a bit crazy. So yeah, I've got to fulfill this. So get that done as well. So there's a lot of work to do with between this and boxing and life. You know.
I was going to ask Outlaw, because you're in Oz with the time difference. What time of the day is it? You see the cards then? Like Saturday with
Monday, he sees them.
No, Sunday. Perfect time on my bro. Sunday afternoon. I don't think I could be perfect sport to be to, bro. Boxing.
So Sunday afternoon with the 2 UK cards.
Yeah.
Oh, no, UK cards is Sunday morning, lad.
Sunday morning for UK cards. Sunday.
Yeah, but most fights are in the US, really. So Sunday afternoon.
Sunday afternoon. US ones, yeah.
Not too bad. That's why you at least don't got to stay up till 2 o'clock like us.
Because Saturday night, bro, I don't want to watch boxing on Saturday night, bro. I want to go out, lad. You know? You want to go to the nightclub or something. But Sunday afternoon, you're doing fuck all anyway. So.
Good weekend like that. Yeah. They can go out on the Saturday, watch the boxing when they woke up Sunday, and then because it's now summer there, they can hit the beach afterwards and roll into a nice little Monday.
That's why when I was younger. That's why when I was younger, lad, I'd go to the Ravens on a Saturday night. We'd just stay up, bro, and watch the fight on Sunday afternoon, bro. You know.
That's a good.
Showing your age, I used to go raving in the 90s, mate, all over the country.
Yeah, I used to get early 2000s because I'm 33, so I'm still, but
I'm older than you. I'm 44, but used to love the waves.
Them day they're done. Well, only times I do it on the other side to entertain. I don't really go to raves anymore, but I mean to entertain.
You come with me. If you come here, we'll be going, Shan. Whenever we're in person, hope you'll be coming.
We'll end up. I'm sure we'll end up in jail as well.
But it's all
maybe. Nah, we're
house
good.
music there, isn't it?
Nah, you can find different ones to play.
You still get like, I mean, when I was into it in the 90s, it was full on techno. That was what the rave scene was.
Yeah, no, you still got raves like that here. We've got there's a trance one on the weekend. Got different types of music, hard style, you know. You go to. Yeah, I go to all different clubs. Still got it, even at hip hop clubs. I can get, you know.
Sorry. Right. Shani is wrapping up. Big Say So in the Buddhism. What up, Big Say So?
Brother.
What'd you say, Big Say So? What are you saying? Yeah. I'm wrapping up Big Say So. I've been on for a little minute. Been on half an hour. Then I said the max was, so time to go. And then because we come back tomorrow. Yeah, we come back tomorrow. And we come back on Wednesday. So you get to see Shani 3 days this week. If you remember, you get to see me all 3 days. If you're not, and then we'll have a members only live towards the end of the week, I'm sure as well. So yeah.
Have you put a poll up yet, Sam, for the topic for the members only or not?
Say that.
Have you put a poll up for it or no?
No, I haven't put up a poll yet. I will do. I will do what for topics. You mean?
Yeah.
I'll put up a thingy. I'll just put up a post, and then you lot just tell me what topics that you want to do. I'll do a poll, and if it's not on the poll, you just put it in the comments.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. I'll do that probably. Because I've got an interview doing, well, not me being interviewed, but I've got to do something like an episode for this show with a guest as well. So, as well. Yeah, I'm good. Chad. I know what you mean. You corrected it, Shan. I'm good, Big Say So. I'm in the building. So, yeah. So, it's loads to do.
Told you, Chad. Although Chad means like a stud now. That's like a word for it, I think.
What'd you say?
Chad, I think they use Chad now as that's like a compliment for like a stud, you know, like a player.
Then he's spelt it right. Well, you forgot.
He accidentally did it.
You forgot
that means
one
like
more
a player now.
Yeah, he forgot one more N. It's CHANN.
Yeah, double N.
Yeah, double N in the building.
My sister hit me up about that straight away when I first come on as well. She's like, my name's 2 N's, brother.
2 N's, mate. It's 2 N's.
I was like, no, cool.
Yeah.
I got ya.
Thinking about that because that's what I'm. If you want to check,
I can tell it's been happening to you all your life. These people spelling that with the 1 N.
I mean, it only happens in boxing.
Dumb fucks on the boxing community.
Yeah, everyone in music spells my name correctly. They just know it's LadyChann who's 2 N's. It's like it's simple. That's how you'll find me on the internet. That you all pull up stuff with 1 N, but I'm 2 N's. But
in the boxing world.
I find it really hard to add that extra N, even though my name is spelt every single day on my lives, on my channel.
Sorry, we've been punched in the head too much.
Yeah, you just laugh off, Jan. You just laugh it off because I've had it all my life. Like my surname, is always spelled wrong my whole life. Nobody spells it right.
What's your surname?
Hardy.
Harley or Hardy?
Hardy. HARD.
Why?
Then no, IE.
That would throw me off. I've got to not lie. Yeah.
The common way is
everyone says DY. Everyone says DY.
It's
DIE.
Yeah. I get it. Yeah. I have that. Then I have that. Yeah. But then my surnames are quite easy anyway. So they are. They're quite common. I'm Williams as well. So I'm double barreled. That's quite easy. They get my surnames right. but they don't get but to spell my first name is a bit difficult, so it's not spelt with my actual first name is not spelt with any A's in it at all. Pigeon, you
Oh,
are
really?
blocking you. I don't want you here.
What's he saying?
Don't come here. Blocked. I don't
Saying
like
vile
you.
shit.
Yeah, Pigeon, you're blocked. Yeah, someone blocked him already. Yeah, he comes on and just does his shit.
I'm looking at the chat. I don't understand people coming in the chat and saying stupid, vile shit. I just don't get it. Grow up, innit?
Always comes and stalks me. He's such a stalker. Want those blue lips? Shut up. Someone's already blocked him. Yeah, he knows. I don't deal with him at all. I don't understand why he just makes multiple accounts. He's like 50 years old as well. Like, get a life.
Strange man.
Channels and does the same thing. If I'm there, he goes to channels and he talks about me and just be derogatory, like rude and everything. He's a lame. He's a lame. Then he comes here like it's all. Thank you, sis. Yeah, you did. Yeah, you got him.
Well done, Elise.
Yeah.
Obviously, ain't got a lot for LadyChann, has he? You know, to do that, to actually make burners to stalk someone or like derogatory comments about him. How pathetic is that? Sad as fuck.
AJ's there. Sorry, AJ, I didn't see you.
Sorry.
I didn't see you.
What's going on, bro?
Bit of the
He's back. He dropped off.
What's going on, lad?
Yeah. We're just talking about.
Got to jump off for a minute. I had a full phone call to make.
Yeah, no, it's cool. Just wrapping. We're just trying to figure out what the schedule and stuff, what we're doing. So it looks quite full, and we've got the rewatch and point score. Like I said, we've got Steve Kim tomorrow, AJ, on members only.
Oh, nice. Okay, sweet.
Yeah, and then we've got point score and rewatch on Wednesday. There's a Cepeda and Ramirez. See, yeah,
That was a good fight as well. Have you seen that before?
Yeah, I have. Yeah.
Yeah, that was. I remember that being a great fight.
So we're gonna watch that again, and then point score it because that was close. Thursday, something that will come on the channel, but I'm gonna do it and I'll edit it and then post it. So there's something that I'm doing Thursday, and I know that's Thanksgiving for you guys, and it is with someone American, but they want to do it on Thanksgiving. So I guess maybe I'll call it the Thanksgiving episode, and I'll put it out. You know, something a bit different for y'all. I'll let you see it when it comes. Friday, I think I'm going to be on every day. I think you lot have got me every day, Monday to Friday on this motherfucker. How dare you?
Big week.
Yay! Every day you got me every day. I've just looked, so yeah.
No, you're not leaving the Bill Dizzen this week. Every day in the motherfucking Bill
Dizzen. So you know, it's all good in the motherfucking good. But yeah, right. So I'm going to go around the panel. Anybody got their last will and testimony to say? I'll start with. Is Edward? Are you there? No other.
Yeah, I'm still here.
Okie dokes. Go ahead. I'm wrapping up, so I'm just giving everybody their time.
Short and simple. Good, good week, good fights. Good night.
Oh, that was easy, wasn't it? Shouts out to King of King in the Buddhism. Also, okay, and next on the list is Mark. Anything that you'd like to say, sir, to wrap things up? Mark?
I agree.
Yeah, he said.
Sorry, I was muted. Sorry, I apologise.
You talk about it.
Great show as usual. Really enjoyed it. This weekend we've got loads of fight cards plus the World Cup's on. If you're a sport fan, you're in heaven. Thank you very much.
Yeah. Shouts out to Mark in the Buddhism. And then we've got Outlaw Boxing Club. Anything you would like to say? Promo, whatever the weather. I'll be competitive, whatever.
Nah, just good to catch it there at the end, my sis, as always. Salute to the brothers, sisters on the panel in the group. And yeah, like Mark said, we still got Chocolito Estrada. That's a super fight coming up, and the World Cup. My team Ireland's not in it, but
I've got a World Cup correspondent. Kenny came and did the World Cup segment.
Oh yeah.
I'll put that out tomorrow or today if I have time. But I'll definitely put that out by
If
tomorrow.
Ireland's not in it, I go for Netherlands. So let's go Netherlands. But
it didn't look good today, mate.
If Ireland's not in it,
they did all right.
Wouldn't you just not revert to the UK, Jeddy? No, you don't like us Holland, even though you're
no, it's not that. I like the way Holland play. I like their style, you know.
Yeah, we like Holland's a good team. They always have been.
Yeah, Ireland's not a good team. I just go for them because that's my heritage.
Yeah, because that's your heritage. Yeah.
If they're not in it, I go for Holland.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah, I start to go for different teams.
But England's good. England's really good. This is the best England team I've probably seen in a long time.
They played well today. They played really well. They played well today. I know it was only Iran, but they played well.
Yeah, but we always falter at the last step, so I never get my hopes up because it always.
I don't think we'll win it. I'm realistic. I think quarters or semis at best for us.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'll go either Brazil or Argentina winning it.
Right. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, he's blocked as well. Yeah, he come back with another thingy. Thank you, whoever blocked him.
That dude needs help.
God. Yeah, he does. Yeah, he does. It's just so lame. So shouts out to you, Jeddy. Outlaw Boxing Club in the Buddhism. And then there was AJ all day. What you got to say?
Oh, salute, love, peace to the chat, everybody on the panel, especially you, LadyChann. Thank you for having me on as always. And I can't wait till this weekend, man. It's gonna be lit.
Liddy again, yo, we're Liddy again. All of my people were Liddy again. Yeah, we're gonna be lit. So I can't wait for this weekend. We'll be chopping it up probably in the chat. You know how we do, how we get down. So shouts out to AJ all day in the Buddhism. So guys, this is where little Shani does her little monologue, her little outro. I want to thank you guys for joining me. Massively appreciated. It was a nice chilled out show. We deal with stats, facts, and data, and sprinkled with some opinion. Opinion is bien, damn bien. See, so I fancy just playing a bit of Deontay Wilder. Go ahead, Deontay.
Still fighting to this day. To this day. To this day. You just sit here, you don't know what I'm talking.
Yeah, because we only deal with the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help me God.
Colonel Jessup, did you order the code red?
You don't have to answer that question.
I'll answer the question. You want answers?
I think I'm entitled.
You want answers?
I want the truth!
You can't handle the truth.
That's right. Some people can't handle the truth, but where there's truth, you have to seek it, gain some knowledge.
Knowledge is key.
So it forgot,
So if it one, not bad I see nothing because nothing I got one. Lock off your eyes, cock me, make you come.
That's right. Them not like we and we not like them.
Them not like me, so me not like them. Man, I figure set this straight and clarify. Put fire upon a pagan, aim for the cranium. Turn off the news, there's a bag of lies. Roast raised man, wanna inform up, fun Babylon and every one of them dirty guys. And if they wanna go around the order, I guarantee somebody's dropping fly.
That's right. We're always ready around here. Listo.
Listos pe los chingazos. Listos pe los chingazos.
Otra vez.
It's hype, you suck at life, you don't want a round three. Worship the queen and your mic to pass. Keep it real, these chicks couldn't wipe my anyway, now let's go get Ferrari. I am the ultimate Bengali. These chickens can't even spell that. You hoes bugging, repel that.
That's right. Anyway, thank you for joining me. Like I said, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Members only for Steve Kim. And join up. Shout me out on Instagram at LadyChann, LadyChann. And Twitter at LadyChann, LadyChann. Facebook at LadyChann too. Anyway, thank you for joining me yet again. I'm gone. Hey girl, it's LadyChann rep nonetheless. Come watch with Shan. Gyan. LadyChann has left the building. See you lot tomorrow. CHANN!
LadyChann! Fight!